Jamie Thomas was there.
Butters. It was so Butters.
This was the day after the Wallenberg, or the same day as the Wallenberg contest at Feebleback Smith. Went from hucking myself down to there up to Eureka.
Dude.
Just hitting that rail.
Pop to the street, bro.
DMV?
Yeah, pop to the street. I have, in one of my videos, that was an ender. Dude did over crook, but 180'd out and then dropped off the curb.
Yeah.
But to pop to the street, though, dude.
I was like...
Bro, to pop to the street, though, damn. All right, welcome to About That Ender, Mr. Andrew Langi.
Thank you.
Dude,
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you taking the time to come and chat with me.
Dude, yeah, I saw Zach.
Yeah,
was up on air and on his Instagram. I was like, dude, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, we got to first and foremost. I got to give a shout out to why you're here, Mr. Zach Shaner,
yes.
A mutual friend of ours. He came on. You saw
Yeah.
and then he got us together. And,
Yep.
Here we are.
Dude, I just like randomly messaged him on Instagram and was like, dude, how do I get on that? I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's easy. Just hit us up. That's all. I mean, just
let
us know you want to come on, and we'll make the time to. And especially someone of your caliber.
Thanks.
So, you've been some places.
I've been around the world a couple times.
Yeah, dude, and because of fucking skateboarding.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's like I never would I ever thought that I would be able to do those things that I was fortunate to be able to do, and it's all because I pushed a piece of wood with 4 wheels attached to it.
Right? Yeah, you were playing on a piece of wood, and wow.
And it took me to places that I'd always dreamed of.
All right, so let's just do like the recap real quick, just short history.
Mm-hmm.
Like you started skating around when?
I started skating around the age 11, 12.
Okay, and then first sponsor came about?
First sponsor was Halo Bearings, dude.
Halo Bearings?
Halo Bearings. It was, I don't know if you guys remember, it was part of like Supernaut skateboards and stuff. Maybe it was just like a Deadwood City thing, but dude, I don't know. But yeah, so I grew up in Redwood City, born and raised, and my homie Justin Strubing, or Jason Strubing, got a skate park built in my hometown, and that's I went to him, and he owns a skate shop called Skateworks. Went to him, bought my first board. It was an anti-hero board. It was a little bit too big. I think it was an 825 or something like that.
Yeah.
And bought the board. And
not too big, dude. You've probably been giant for a long time.
Dude, when I was 11, 12, I was pretty small. Then like 14, I was small. Then 15 just grew.
So for people who aren't watching or can't see or don't know, you're a giant.
Yeah, I'm 6'4" and 250.
And I can use that word because my brother's a giant too. So it's not derogatory or anything. My brother's 6'8".
Oh wow! Did you play basketball?
Volleyball.
He was a
spiking
monster. Spiking on people.
Monster, dude.
Spiking on fools.
As tall as the net.
Whap, dude.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was. It was crazy. He was. Anyways, he's a giant. And he's 6'8". Good. He's a monster.
Dude, I always think I'm so tall until like I'm like around like a basketball, like someone that's like a basketball player or something.
Oh right,
like,
yeah.
Oh no, I'm just regular.
Yeah, he's 6'8", a couple 100 pounds, big dude. Solid, and he's like a average size dude in the NBA.
How crazy is that? Like,
right? Like average. He's like average.
6'8" average.
Yeah. He's
you're an okay.
Well,
height.
and the size too. The size, like he's a big dude, but he's like average.
Yeah.
Like you go put him next to like some like power forwards.
Yeah.
They're just giant, dude.
Yeah, man.
They're 6'8" or 6'9", but
dude,
huge.
Stephen Curry's only 6'3".
Yeah. But 6'3", he's 6'3", and
he
looks
tiny,
tiny. There,
and I'm like, I always tell my lady, I'm like, dude, like when we watch the Warriors games and stuff, I'm like, look at him, he's like, I'm only an inch taller than him.
Yeah,
that's what I would look like out there.
He's like basically your size.
Yeah, we look exactly the same.
It's crazy. But to me, you're like a fucking giant. And then when I see Steph Curry on TV, I'm like, oh, he's probably about my size.
Small, dude.
He's about my size. Yeah. That's like I could play that. I could do that. I'm just like barely solid 6 feet. And he would be like, he's like way bigger than me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Crazy. It's crazy how it does that.
Okay. So anyways, sorry. Side note. Okay. So you got Skateworks, and then first board sponsor was.
First board sponsor. I mean, like real board sponsor. Like, so I was getting like rep flow for Anti-Hero.
It's funny that the first board that you bought was Anti-Hero.
Yeah,
And then you...
dude, it's
did you search out Anti-Hero, or did it just fall into place that way?
I just always loved the eagle, the classic eagle. I remember the color. It was like a greenish pearl color board with the eagle on it. I remember it, dude. I remember it's such a good dude. Brings me back. But yeah, I started getting rep flow from this dude Pete Piazza, who still works at Deluxe to this day, and
we know that name, don't we?
Pete Piazza, yeah. So Pete Piazza started hooking me up when I was young,
cool dude.
Give me couple boards here and there and stuff like that, and I was super stoked because Anti-Hero is so rad. You know?
Cameron used to do the ordering for Epic's skate shop, so he had a lot of dealing with those dudes. And cool. You got to go down there one time too, right?
Oh yeah,
dude, the warehouse is sick. Huh?
Yeah, go down, go shopping.
Did they let you go shopping?
Yeah, Pete would. Yeah, he's always a cool dude.
When they tell you to grab whatever, that means grab whatever, dude.
I know.
They take care of people.
I never got to do that. I was always stuck working.
Yeah, I've brought a couple of homies there, and they're really generous, dude. They're rad. They support skateboarding. Well, I mean. First off, so Jim Thiebaud is the one who kind of takes care of me. Like he gives me boards from right now.
He's giving you boards right now.
Yeah. Him and Frank. I go through they hit me up and offered to send me boards and stuff like that.
That's nice.
So
right?
they take care of. Well, I mean we'll get into that more later, but they take care of not only like the close homies, but like all of skateboarding.
Oh yeah, for sure. They have so much respect. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Deluxe and the people there or the organization in general. Like everyone's like, you say Deluxe, they're like, oh yeah.
Those dudes are sick.
Yeah.
Automatic.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay, so then Anti-Hero, then we go to Mystery.
Then we go. So I was getting that flow, and I was kind of just seeing where it goes. I was of course at that point I was able to get flow and stuff like that. I wanted to be in the industry or be a professional skateboarder of some sort.
About how old were you around that?
So I started skating when I was 11, 12, and that happened 2 years later.
Jesus, 2 years. It only took you 2 years.
Yeah.
Took me 2 years to learn.
Well, I would go to my hometown skate park, Phil Shao, RIP.
You happen to be in a heart of
Yeah.
An area that just was saturated with talent. So you saw.
Yeah.
I was stuck in my driveway with just the Trans Worlds that were coming in the mail. You know what I mean?
Dude. Trans World's dead now, dude.
Yeah, RIP.
Yeah, RIP Trans World, dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Part of Thrasher's dead now too.
Yeah. Yeah, major shout out to the dudes at Thrasher and
we'll get into that
RIP to Phelps.
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
But yeah, back to the thing, what were the sponsors? So yeah, getting flow and stuff like that. So I wanted to be a professional skateboarder at that point, and that continued on for a little while, for about a year or two, and then Justin Williams, or a lot of people know him as Ears.
Ears,
yeah. Used to work at Think and Street Corner and all that stuff. I'd always bug him like, hey, can you sponsor me the venture or something, or Think, or like hook me up, and he would always say no, and I was like, all right, cool. And he'd always be at our hometown skate park.
Is it because you were like bugging him?
Yeah, just because.
Like, what's up, bro? Hook me up. Hook me up.
I think he wanted. I think that I wouldn't give him any.
He was
footage.
like, bro, no.
I never offered him footage, dude. I was just, hey, hook me up, dude.
Oh, because you probably skated around him, so you're like, come on, you see me skate, bro.
Just
come on,
full cocky, like, dude, come on, you see me skate, dude, But
don't work like that.
Yeah, dude. No, so he'd always come to the skate park and sell shit to the kids.
Yeah,
and he'd sell think boards and ventures and all that stuff, and so
that's probably how he's paying his rent.
Yep.
So he's like, no, I'm not going to hook you up with any of this, dude. I got to fucking eat today.
Yeah. So, we became friends over a good period of time. And then, I think that he saw me at a contest. I did the Mountain Dew Free Flow tour at Sunnyvale.
Yeah.
And I think I got second place in that one. And David Loy was actually there, and he won first place. I think Caesar got third. Caesar Rosado passed away too.
Jesus.
Yeah, a lot of people dying, dude. It's not tight, but RT Caesar.
No, it's not.
He got third, I believe, and then from that contest on, I think he kind of saw like the fire in my eyes and like you know that like, well, this is something I really want to do. Then he offered to start taking me on trips. It first started off with going to Element Skate Camp, and that was like a treat because I grew up watching like Hot Chocolate, Yeah Right, Elementality, the DC video.
Element's like the brand.
Yeah, so like I'd always see the videos of them at skate camp. I'm like, dude, I want to go there. Growing up. And then I actually got to go there. Lucky. And it was just so rad. I got to be there as a visitor too, so I didn't have to wear the pads and stuff. And this is, dude, I know there's footage somewhere of it, but I used to wear like tall tees, like ghetto gowns.
We all did, bro.
Down to the knees, baggy shorts, dude.
Yeah.
And
puffy tongues.
Dude, puffy tongues.
Dude, I know.
Dude,
I was
had the
right
big
there.
Puffy DCs.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Okay, so I'm a little bit older. But it's the 90s, bro. We, you know, big pants, small wheels.
Yep.
That's how we roll.
Yeah. And then so started going to Element Camp, and then he knew the dudes at Dwindle at Almost, and then so after the Pete Piazza flow type deal, he had hooked me up with Almost, and they sent me a fat box. He actually surprised me at skate camp that he had the box sent there, and I got like a box of like 8 boards, like 10 shirts, 4 sets of wheels, and I was like so stoked.
Did you ever get to skate with Day One or Rodney?
Yeah. Actually,
so
dude,
sick.
Dude. Actually, this actually kind of bums me out. I've never met Rodney Mullen.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
But Day One.
Yeah,
I'll take Day One.
I met Day One. I've skated with Day One. I've drinking with Day One. Day One's pretty cool dude.
Rad dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems like a rad.
But
dude.
like when I drank with Day One, I was like underage, and we were at
allegedly.
We were at allegedly. We were from what I remember.
Yeah.
No, we were at like I think it was like the Nike SB premiere like of the.
But it was in international waters, so
yeah.
Right?
It was in it was in China or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I mean, Daewon's cool. He's such a legend. I remember watching his part in Almost round 3.
Dude, cheese and crackers.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Chris Haslam.
Cheese and crackers, dude.
Too.
If you can make a whole video part with just a fucking little ass mini ramp, you and one other dude, and it be one of the greatest films to ever grace us. Dude, legend, instant legend.
You know what they should do is they should remaster that. They should remaster it and then like make it so it's like HD and then put it out again because I don't think kids.
I think they should redo it and call it like ham and cheese or something. But
dude, chips and salsa.
Chips and salsa. I like that. I like chips and salsa. But dude, the fact that who else could do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who else can take that small of a space with you and one other dude and just create some crazy shit and make it literally one of the all-time great skate films?
Yeah. I mean, there's shit that they did in that video that, like, till this day, I haven't actually seen anybody else do.
No.
You know?
Like, if that came out today, it would be still one of the greatest. Like, oh, my God.
One of the greatest mini ramp. Dude, the fact that it's a mini ramp and it's a full video mini ramp, you know? Like, video
and
part,
some of the
like,
shit they did, though, made it very entertaining for street dudes.
Yeah.
Because I don't skate tranny at all. Like, I'm terrible at fucking tranny. So half the tricks that are being done, I couldn't even name. Like, I don't even know what that's called. But some of the shit that they did around the mini ramp on top, and that's street shit. Like, with
the blinds and stuff. Like,
yeah, the doors opening and closing, the shit hanging, the poles hanging from the ceiling, and you know, that's like, oh my God, dude, that made me want to skate a mini ramp.
Yeah.
Like, and before that, I had no interest in skating transition whatsoever. Then I see that, and I'm like, it's not all helmets and knee pads. Like, you could do cool shit in a mini ramp.
Yeah. You know, it's funny that people say when people grow up skating street, like they kind of don't get transition.
Exactly, we're street.
Most people do grow up skating street first. I grew up like being a little bull shark.
You have to, because anybody over the age of 30 or around 30-ish grew up in a time with no skate parks.
Yeah, that's true.
Where skating was in such a lull that we didn't have parks.
Yeah.
So now anyone that's around 15 to 20 years old, they never know a time where they could
wasn't a skate
go
park.
to the skate park. Like, I'd just go learn your tricks at the skate park. Or what do you mean you didn't skate transition? Like, that's a question. What do you mean you just stayed away from it? Yeah. No, there was no transition. Unless you
find transition spots.
Well, unless you knew somebody that had a backyard ramp.
Yeah.
You couldn't, there was no, or had a quarter pipe in their garage.
Yeah.
There was no, or you built it yourself.
Did you ever have a backyard ramp?
Yeah, I had a bunch of ramps, but I'm not a builder. Okay, so I basically just had some crude shit around that I built a bunch of like
ghetto rig,
like launch ramps with cinder blocks and plywood.
Sick, dude.
Because I had a bunch of plywood left over. My parents got their roof redone, and then the roofers like left a bunch of wood. And
took the leftovers.
Well, and they asked, they were like, "Do you want us to?" And I was like, "Dude, can I?" Yeah. So they left like a little stack of wood. So I had a few sheets of plywood and some other shit and a bunch of cinder blocks. So that's like what I built my ramps out of. So there's no quarter pipes. There's no way you can make a quarter pipe out of
just that
plywood and cinder blocks. How do you do that?
Yeah.
Because I had no 2x4s or screws.
Did you reinforce it or did you let it flex?
No. So so not only did I have cinder blocks, but I had bricks. And at the house that we lived in, just happened to have like this big pallet of cinder blocks and bricks because it had a bunch. Anyways, so I would use like 2 or 3 cinder blocks for the end, and then put bricks to reinforce in the middle, so that there was no like flex. Yeah. So I had these like dope ass.
But you remember the flex though.
Oh yeah,
you remember. I used to build ramps like that too. And do bike jumps.
I remember the flex when after a few times you'd hit it, the bricks would kind of move.
Oh yeah.
And then you'd have that little flex until it hit and you're like, oh shit, whoa shit, yeah. And of course, I didn't have any metal for transition, so it was really like crude, just
abrupt, just
banks. Yeah. And then I had a couple of like ledges that I had like where I had like little boxes that I would make. So the best things that I had available to me were skate boxes.
Yeah.
So that's what I grew up skating, and until I got released out into the world and was able to go to street spots. By then, I still, I didn't have a big crew of people that were like killing it. So we were like skating slappies and bike rails and like little like 4 stairs, until I met some other dudes like in high school that were like actual skaters.
Yeah.
And then when I was like,
then you kind of formed your crew, and it's like, okay, this is what skateboarding is.
You're supposed to link tricks together. Yeah. I see now.
Oh, that's how it works.
Well, and then I got and then skate videos came into play.
Yeah.
And then because when I first started, it was just magazines, and then I got a video, and then another video, and then
How did you get into skateboarding in the first place? It's always an interesting story with like everyone, like how they got
a kid at school.
Yeah.
In fact, a mutual friend of ours, we've talked about him before. His name's Steve Jones. Steven Jones. I went to elementary school with him, and he had like a dad who was like fucking cool, like hella cool. So like I'm pretty sure his dad smoked weed and shit. So he was a skater, and he was like, he was the one that taught me how to skate, how to fucking burn, how to all that, He was my bad friend.
My bad friend. The bad friend that introduced you to the good shit.
Yeah, introduced me to my favorite shit now. And then from there, I just I begged, and it took me like a year of like begging my mom to get me a board, because she was, no, you're gonna get hurt. Come on. So I'd like skate on my friends' boards when I could at school or whatever, and then she finally got me a board, like I think that was like my 10th or 11th birthday. So I finally got a board.
What board was it? Do you remember?
That one, the camo grip tape up there.
Oh no way, dude! You got camo grip?
It was a zero with some fucking camo grip, some Ventures, and
Dude, that's sick, dude. Dude, Ventures are cool.
Yeah. P-Rod still rides for him. He's keeping him alive.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, a lot of people still ride for him,
Yeah, they sell a lot. I do some work with a skate shop out in the Bay, and they move a lot of Ventures.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they were dead.
Dude, I thought they were dead too, because I'm going to say it, dude, they don't turn very well, dude. I'm going to say it, dude. They suck at turning, dude.
Well, did you break a lot of kingpins?
I didn't break a lot of kingpins. Dude, I've only broken one king. Actually, I've never broken a kingpin.
What?
Ever. I've only snapped like the base.
But you're a giant.
Dude, I know. It's so weird. I just land everything perfect. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, from your footage, you do.
I'm kidding.
Like most of your shit was pretty fucking perfect, I guess.
No, I mean
that's why I stopped skating Ventures, because I literally broke continuous kingpins. I broke so many kingpins that I got fast at changing them.
Dude, that's a skill you probably shouldn't have.
Exactly, dude. So when I started working at a skate shop, I was like, oh, I can fix that, no problem.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, pop.
Dude,
new kingpin. There you go.
I work at a skate shop, and changing kingpins suck, dude.
Yeah, it is terrible.
It's almost like when someone comes in and asks you to, hey, will you regrip my board? Yeah, if you pull the grip tape off.
That's he laughed.
Yeah, if you pull the grip tape off, I will regrip it for you. I'm not going to pull it off.
So for us, he laughs because at Epic, kids would ask us to do that not because their grip tape was bad.
Because it was dirty.
Because they just want a fresh grip, bro.
Oh, man, dude. Those kids suck.
Just because their mom gave them $5 and they needed to spend it. And they're like, oh, I'll get new grip tape.
Yeah. Will you regrip it? Absolutely not, dude.
No. Yeah.
Dude, let's talk about Epic,
we would ask them, I don't know if you did this, but I would do this where I'd ask them like, you want a new grip, huh? And I'm like, how much money you got? They're like, I got $7. I'm like, well, dude, it's $8.50 for me to regrip it. So,
yeah, I'll be a punk. But
like, but so it was $5. Just I'm like, yeah, well, that was yesterday. So,
dude, I'll punk kids, dude. I'm like, yeah, if you want me to regrip it, you want me to pull the grip tape off for you too? This is gonna be $20. So I'll punk you.
Yeah, how bad do you want it, bro? How bad do you want it?
Unless you want to pull it off, you pull it off, and then you come back to me, and then
$20. The other thing I'd tell them too is, why don't you use that $5 to just buy some grip gum, and then clean your grip.
Why don't, dude? See, that's what I don't understand is why do kids care about how? Dude, kids care about how dirty their grip is.
Exactly, I didn't give a fuck about
that. Annoys me.
The only thing I care about having on my board is something that will impede my flick or my pop.
Yeah,
like if it's sticky or like caked on mud, obviously I won't like that.
Yeah.
Or if it's something that I'm gonna have to like wash off and get water on my shit, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But I go through boards so fast that it's like really it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Regripping boards is for the kids that watch this, dude. Don't ever go to a skate shop and ask anyone to regrip your board, dude, because that is
for no reason.
You're an asshole if you do that.
Unless there's like a legit reason.
Yeah,
like if you just set up a new like brand name board, you paid fucking $60 for it or whatever you set it up, and somehow you got like a big tear or rip or scratch.
Yeah. If I fucked your grip up, then I'll do that for you. You know, but. Otherwise, no.
Yeah, no. Because it is a bitch to get off.
If I saw terrible. Like that they would like benefit or if it would inspire them, then I wouldn't mind doing it.
He's nicer. He's nicer than I am.
Yeah. But if it was unnecessary, then yeah. It would
well, dude, I grew up at in the shop at Skateworks, and the way that I see things is partly because of them and the second time I bought a board from them, one of my homies was working there, and he was, I'd only had one board, and I asked him to grip it. He's like, "Oh no, you're a skater now.
Yeah.
You're a big boy. Figure it out."
Yeah.
Took me an hour to grip my first board.
You learned?
Yeah, learned, and that's exactly how
now you can do it in about 15 seconds.
How it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
And the kids that I talk to now that like come in and we give them a little bit of leniency with the gripping and stuff, but I'll make them grip their own boards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because it's a rite of passage. You have to be able to grip your own board. I know a dude that's been skating for years, never gripped a board. To the point where, dude, he's gonna see this too, and all the homies are gonna see this. But this was actually fairly recent. He's a college kid, been skating, skates only training. He just recently learned how to ollie really well. He's a good kid, all that stuff, but never ever gripped his board. And I made him. He bought a board from our shop, and I was like, "Hey, yeah, you grip it." He's like, "No, dude, I don't know how to do that." And I said, "What? You don't know how to grip a board? You've been skating for 7 years. You don't know how to grip a board?
7 years, yeah, that's rough."
And he goes, "Dude, I made him start gripping the board, and then he goes, he gets so frustrated that he goes, 'Dude, seriously, you can't help me out, dude. I'm gonna take this board to Zoomies." And have them grip it.
I'm like, sure? I don't know if they're going to be able to grip it either.
Yeah, dude. I was like, dude, are you kidding me, dude? That is the dude. And I will forever remember that because I told him.
Just don't say his name. That's sort of.
I know. I'm not gonna. That's so messed up. But I'm not gonna say his name. But all the homies are gonna know. But yeah, since that day, I told him like, dude, that is gonna be the quote of all time.
I'm gonna take this.
I'm gonna take this to Zoomies.
Jesus, said no one ever.
Yeah, said dude. That makes me so angry. I mean, given, dude. Nah, fuck Zoomies, dude.
Yeah, 100%. No.
Unless they want to fly me out somewhere.
Even then, bro.
Yeah.
No. Because you probably have to do something. You have to wear like a Zoomies t-shirt.
Oh, dude, Zoomies 100K.
And then everybody will know. Everybody will know.
Dude, Zuck Fumies, dude. Remember that shirt? Remember those dudes that made that shirt? Dudes, I forgot who they were. These dudes made a shirt and it said Zuck Fumies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So bring that back.
Okay, so we were talking about we got off on a little tangent there.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Talking about sponsors. So you went from Enjoy or not almost, and we started talking about Day One. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay, so
dude, we went off right there.
Sorry about that. So almost, and then you got kicked off almost, or did you leave almost? What happened there?
Dude, this
what happened.
Dude, I got funny stories about getting kicked off of things. So. You know, I was skating and getting flow by them. I was doing contests and stuff like that, and wasn't doing well in contests because this was like 2006, 2007 ish, and then 2005, 2006, 2007. Those were the years that like were the times that I was like getting flow from that I worked my way up to almost, and The way that I got let go was like they told me to film some stuff, and I'm horrible at filming stuff because I'm such a perfectionist with my skateboarding.
Did you have a filmer?
No, dude.
So that's probably a problem too.
Yeah, I went in. Well, I had a homie filmer.
Okay.
I had like a high 8 camera, dude. Yeah.
Whatever.
Dude, and like I filmed a bunch of stuff, and they wanted like all street, and like. I didn't grow up skating street. I grew up skating transition, so that's, excuse me. I grew up skating tranny, so people...
That's crazy because you're pretty good at street.
Well, I had... Thank you. Appreciate that. I had to eventually learn how to skate street and stuff. And, so they wanted a full street part, and that wasn't my strong area. That didn't really showcase my talent.
Okay, so side note... they specifically asked for street?
Yeah. They want like all street footage.
Okay, and you said this was like 06, 07?
Yeah.
So the tranny wave hadn't really hit.
Yeah, it didn't hit, dude.
It was still like bangers.
Let's send me your sponsor me video, minute and a half, no music, no sound, whatever. Like silence is
gaps,
golden.
Rails, ledges. Let's see lines.
Let's see what you got, type shit. And if you didn't.
Yeah, because nowadays it would be okay to send a bunch of tranny footage.
Bunch of park footage,
yeah,
dude.
Cool.
Yeah,
like, that's cool.
Dude, people have full parts.
Yeah.
With parks.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of crazy.
Isn't that?
It's kind of crazy to watch.
Because, dude, if this was, dude.
I mean, even just 5 years ago, I was telling my skaters no park footage.
Yeah.
Like all your park footage goes to social media.
Yeah.
Video parts are all in the street.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all good now. You can.
Yeah, I got this really sick clip at the park. Can we use it?
You can skate a skate park 11 stair and put that in your video part now.
Yeah.
And that's
crazy.
That's cheating,
It's cheating. Well, it's evolution.
Yeah.
It is what it is now.
Skateboarding is way different. And that's, to say that skateboarding is way different than what it was when I grew up. To say, dude, I don't want to be where I am right now saying that just because, like, oh, dude, I feel like I am older, but like it just feels like.
Well, you're from.
I remember.
You're from a different generation.
Yeah, different generation.
Even though you're only 27.
Yeah.
You were in the game real young.
Yeah.
So you got pushed. Where dudes my age. I'm like in my mid 30s.
Yeah. So
dudes my age, you were probably rolling around with.
Yeah.
And so like you have the same experiences that dudes my age have.
Yeah.
From the industry. So it's okay to say that you're on the elder side of things.
Dude, I'm on the other dude.
Because you've been there, done.
Pushing 30, baby.
You've been there, done that.
Yeah.
You've lived a full life so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, a very full life, and I'm very thankful for that.
It's good that you're thankful for that. That you recognize.
I'm very thankful that I'm alive today.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that I've been through or went through that like I should have died for sure.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're back to almost you.
Yeah.
You said when.
Oh, so when I sent them, so they asked me for like a sponsor me, or just show them footage.
Yeah, so all street footage.
All street footage, and I gave it to them, and they were just like, "Nah, dude, that's not gonna cut it."
Was it just not good? I mean,
dude, I know it wasn't good enough, dude.
Oh, you were just doing whatever.
Yeah, dude, I was just trying, dude, like.
Okay, so that's a hard thing because just like when I first started skating, I was in a bubble where in my crew I was the best skater.
Yeah,
I thought I was good. And then I met another crew and was like, oh shit, I'm the worst skater in that crew. Like I'm the best in mine, like by far. But just one block over, there's another crew that I'm literally the worst fucking skater. Like I'm embarrassed to be with these. Like I don't even know how to skate. With these other guys, I'm like pro, and then fucking these guys are like, fuck.
Dude, I think every group of skaters has that one kid.
Yeah.
That was that is the best one out of all of them. It has the most potential, you know, and it's cool because like when you go around the world and see the different crews that are around the world. So I've thank you to skateboarding, I've been able to travel the world and been able to see the different crews around the world, and it's almost the same, dude. Like it's
like I was
everywhere.
talking to Andy, as we all speak skateboarding.
Yeah.
Like
it's one language, dude.
Yeah, no matter where you're at, like as long if you skate and you're good, like if you skate, like you're good anywhere pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
As soon as you just got to throw it down and push, and the head will pop up.
Yeah.
Just I know you.
Yeah, just don't push Mongo.
Yes. Yeah. That's another thing that used to be acceptable.
Dude, I started out pushing Mongo.
I still push Mongo. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I push Switch Mongo.
But only, I mean, okay, so I try to push Switch as much as possible, but sometimes I just get lazy. And like, if I'm not filming or if I'm just like at the park, like, I started pushing Mongo only to go Switch. I push regular and I push normal.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing a Switch or fakie trick.
Yeah, Switch Mongo.
And I need to go fast.
You do Switch Mongo.
I'll just fucking do Switch Mongo so that I can have my wits about me and not eat shit while I'm trying to push.
Yeah.
And I come from a time, not only a bubble, but a time where pushing Mongo was okay as long as you did something Switch or fakie after. And being in my little bubble, no one made fun of, like, in my group of 5 or 6 guys, that's what you do.
Well, yeah, dude.
You know?
I mean, even to this day, I think Switch Mongo is still sick. I mean, like, look at Stevie Williams' part in the DC video.
Yeah, Mongo, he does.
Switch Mongo, dude.
As long as you do something banger after.
Dude.
Okay.
I mean, it's Stevie Williams, but like,
he's a dude that comes from the 90s when it was okay to do.
But no one will ever talk shit about Switch Mongo like that. Or Tiago Lemus. Tiago Lemus, I think, pushes Switch Mongo.
Yeah, he still does that, but then he does a switch backside tail
like
for 80
dude.
feet long, and you're like, oh, I can't really say anything about
nipple high, dude.
Like, what are you gonna say? Oh, you pushed it. No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, what are you gonna say, dude?
Yeah,
it's. I mean, I think it's still acceptable, and I think it's a classic thing to do.
But
pushing Switch is so hard. Dude.
I do respect when a dude's skating and you can't tell which way he skates because he's pushing both ways.
Stevie, dude.
So like perfectly, I'm like, that's fucking cool,
dude. I'm still confused with Stevie Williams to this day.
Yeah, like which way?
What is he's? Because I remember what was his last trick? I think it was like a switch heel. It looked like it's probably switch heel, switch back tail on that high ledge in the DC video.
Yeah,
and that looked like it was regular. You know,
everything
looked normal.
Nothing looks switch from him.
Yeah,
him and there's like a bunch of dudes like that, like Costin.
Yeah,
like he's like so good both ways.
Dude, Costin's such a fun. He's such a character.
Have you got to skate with him?
I have gotten to skate with him. Yeah,
dude, he's one dude that I would love to meet.
He's definitely like the fun one.
Yeah.
Out of the whole group, he's always just like cracking jokes and you know, just being like the life.
Dude, how crazy for him to be like the first skateboarder to sign like $1 million, like multi-million-dollar contract.
Did he do that?
Yeah, you didn't know, like with Nike?
With Nike?
Yeah, he was like the first.
He was the first?
Yeah, not the first one to sign a contract, but he was the first one like publicly to hear, like he got like a $5 million signing bonus or some shit like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what like I remember hearing is that like he got his contract and his salary, but they gave him like a $5 million signing bonus. And there was like an article about it, and I just remember reading, and I can't remember the exact number. I want to say it was like $5 million, but he got. I was like, damn, like, and I remember it being a pivotal moment for me. because it was a moment where I looked at it. Skateboarding is not just a hobby.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not just something that you do for fun or as your lifestyle. You know,
there's money
you can
here
make
now.
money.
Yeah. And because at the time, my mom, bless her heart, she's an amazing woman, was pushing, you college, you gotta have a career, like, you gotta take care of a family, you gotta be a man, and which is everything that I needed.
Yeah,
but at the same time was inadvertently telling me that stop skating so much.
Yeah.
You need to go to work. You need to do this. You need to do that. Stop skating's not going to do anything for you.
Yeah.
Which she could be right. You know what I mean? Like, skateboarding doesn't do much for most people. You know what I mean? Like, I always say that pros or people who make a living off the industry are 1% of the skateboarders in the world. You know, the 1% of skateboarders in the world make a living off either a company or a warehouse or a pro or a filmer.
Yeah.
That's 1% of the skateboarders that are in the world make a living off that.
Yeah,
So she's totally right that you're probably not going to...
It's a very slim window that you get in there, you know?
And I do make a portion of my living off skateboarding now. At one point, it was my full living. Then it fizzled out, went to nothing, and now it's a small portion. So I am still in the industry, quote unquote, technically. But that was a moment where I saw that much money going, like, all of a sudden he's being treated and looked at like a NFL player,
like an athlete, you know.
He's being treated appropriately for his skill.
Yeah.
And I looked at that and said, obviously, I know that I would have never been on the level of Costin. I know, like, skill wise, whatever.
With a dude like Costin, you just gotta. I mean, like, he's so smart and so, like, he knows the game so well, and he knows that he's a talent. Like, you, with a guy like that, like, you know, you definitely got to work it to your benefit, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, I think he realized that he's a brand. Not just a skater.
Yeah,
like,
work it to his
because
benefit,
when and I remember when he signed that bonus, it was kind of near the tail end. Like, he was already kind of not filming as much and kind of like, you know, not done, but in most pros, in most pros' career, the point that he was at, they'd pretty much be done.
Yeah,
and he was like, "No, I'm a brand. I'm gonna fucking keep doing little shit and little funny shit and turn more into a character.
Keep one foot in there, you know."
Yeah, dude.
And that's so rad, you know, because, like, if you're able to be in a position where you can do something like that, then you should capitalize on it, because you put your life and your, you know, everything on the line for skateboarding, you know. I mean,
not only that, but not only did you risk your life and limb, but you, in order to be that good, you have to be so dedicated that nothing else can take place.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so you don't have anything else. Like, if you're that good, like, that's what you do.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sure he has other hobbies and does other shit, but skateboarding is like, that's what he does.
Yeah,
you know?
And, you know, he deserves it, because he's done. Dude, there's so many so many dudes deserve so much more from skateboarding. I wouldn't necessarily say Nyjah, but you know, he definitely kills it. But, you know, dudes like John Cardiel.
Yeah.
That dude, I mean, he got robbed of his career early, but, like, still, dude, like, one of the best skaters out there. I mean,
still done some shit that nobody's can ever get close to.
Dude, I've known no one to ever. I mean, there's people that can be the next Costin. There's people that can be the next Nyjah. There's people that can be the next, you know, whatever, the next of something. But one thing you can't be is a John Cardiel.
No,
you know, or someone who's like, or a Jake Phelps.
Yeah,
you
can be another character.
You can be another character
that's at that level. Yeah, but you'll never be.
And that to me is what defines greatness in skateboarding. Yeah, you know, and dude, if you're able to be one of those people that you can say that no one can ever be you. Yeah, you made it. To me, that's making it more than saying, "Oh yeah, I signed a multi-million-dollar contract." You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy to be a name that transcends skateboarding into the general population. Mm-hmm. Somebody like Costin, Janowski, Nyjah, people like that, people who, you're on ESPN. So people who don't even skate are like, "Oh, I love Chris Cole."
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
Okay, cool, dude.
Yeah.
Did you see Chris Cole when he was doing 50-50 Benihanas off of benches?
Yeah. Did you know who Chris Cole was before last Wednesday?
Yeah. Chris Cole is a cool dude though. He's super humble. I had the pleasure of skating with him multiple times, and first time I ever skated with him was GVR 2008.
How do you make that connection? Did you guys ride for a similar company?
So GVR was Goofy versus regular.
Oh yeah.
And I was on. So the year before I did horrible. I got like 14th or something. And then 2008, I ended up getting second place next to Chris Cole.
You skate regular, right?
And I skate regular. So we were both on the regular team, and then
you got second to Chris.
Yeah, second to Chris. So which was pretty awesome. I don't know if that was before or after Buster Bail, but it was 2008 was my year, was my breakout year. It was the best year I've ever had in skateboarding.
And who were you riding for at that time?
Then so going back to the sponsor. So after
sorry to keep coming back to that. We keep going off on tangents,
dude. After almost, it was. They're like, yeah, it's not going to cut it. And then, so I was just like kind of sponsorless for, I was getting Ace Trucks and Bones Wheels at the time. So I was friends with Ears, and then one of his good friends is Greg Carroll, which is Mike Carroll's brother. And, Greg Carroll would ask me, he's like, oh, now that you're not riding for Almost, who would you like to ride for? Anything other than Girl or Chocolate. I was like, well, if I had to, I would, or if I had to choose one, it would be Girl or Chocolate. And then they started flowing me.
Girl and Chocolate?
Just chocolate. Chocolate started flowing me, and then that was cool. And I was super hyped because, he made it sound like I wouldn't be able to be on that, be a part of that crew, and or be eligible to get anything from them. And ended up happening, riding for Flow for Chocolate for a little while, and so during that time at Buster Bell, I was riding for Chocolate. Which, by the way, that contest was the scariest contest I've ever skated in my life.
Well, dude, speaking of, I've got it pulled up right here. We were just watching it, dude. Okay, so it was back in 2008. San Francisco, giant handrail. Giant. And here he goes. So that's Crook.
That was second try. That was first try.
Wait, what was the first trick? You did Feeble, Crook, Smith, over Crook.
Yep.
Front blunt fakie.
Rest in peace, Felper, dude. Felper and P-Stone, dude. Look at those two right there.
Wow.
Dude, look at those two. Yeah. Felper, P-Stone, dude. And then John Cardale's in the green right there, dude. In the corner. Yeah, that's John.
Yep. Damn, dude. That's some skateboarding history right there.
Yeah. This is the first Buster Bell, dude.
Yeah, I remember this one, and I remember thinking, who skates rails like that? And who skates rails like that on the fly?
Dude.
Dude,
I got the story for this one, dude. So the week before I get the news about this contest, I'm in Chatsworth with the homie Dana Body, which is like one of P-Rod's filmers. I was staying with them and skating with Tori, P-Rod, and Justin Schulte and Terry Kennedy, all those dudes back when P-Rod had his Mountain Dew park. And I got the news that by Ears, he's always like, oh yeah, Thrasher's doing a rail contest. I entered you into it. I'm like, okay, cool. How big is the rail? He's like, 17 stairs. I'm like, dude, the biggest thing I've ever skated.
17 stairs.
Yeah, the biggest thing I'd ever skated up to that point was a 7 or 8.
And how much notice did he give you?
A week.
A week.
So
the next week you're going to be skating at 17.
And this the whole time I'm in LA, I'm like, whatever, skating, filming out with those dudes, with Nigel Alexander, Dana Body, and all those dudes, and I'm like, just in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, I gotta fucking skate this contest, dude. I really gotta skate this contest. And he told me who's gonna be there, like all these like big name dudes that, like, I mean, besides P-Rod and all those dudes, like whatever, like I got to know those dudes, so whatever. But like the names that I was told that were going to be in this contest, I was scared, dude, because this is like the first real big contest that I actually ever really did skate. I think
Sheckler was like a huge name at the time.
Oh, yeah,
right?
dude.
Like he was like had his show and shit at the time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well before
Life of
that,
Ryan.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, fucking terrible. But
And I know that one day, my mom, my dad, will someday get back together. Shut up, dude. Shut up.
anyways, so yeah, a bunch of big names there, and then you had a week.
At a week, and the whole time I kept telling Ears, like, dude, I don't want to skate this. I don't want to do this. Dude.
Did you go look at the rail? Did you know?
Dude,
you just knew it was like
no.
a 17.
We drive home, and then the night that I get home, hanging out with Blue Turner was with me, and Blue's from Sac, right?
Yeah,
Blue. Yeah. So Blue was like a little baby back then. So Blue was with us.
Still kind of a little baby.
Yeah, Blue was with us, and
I mean, I'm sorry, he's a full grown man.
He's a full grown. He's a
man.
half grown man. Yeah, Blue was with us, and he drove my best friend, my late best friend who passed away, drove me to this contest. I remember showing up there the night before. So I got home the night before. I ended up, because I didn't want to skate this contest and I didn't really care to. I ended up getting really plastered that night before.
Good idea. That's a good idea.
I drank 2 40s, a fifth of vodka, and just got blacked out, wasted.
Hey,
Yeah, just like, okay, gotta skate tomorrow.
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, then got hickeys all over my neck from the girl that I was seeing at the time, and this was like one of the first times that, or one of the other times that I met Phelps for the first time, and I had all these fucking hickeys on my neck, dude, and
that's a good first impression.
Yeah, and ended up skating this contest, and shit just clicked. I don't know what happened that day, but shit just clicked, and
apparently
it worked out for the best. I mean, like, there's so many things that could have went wrong, but like for the first try that I did with the feeble, I didn't even lock in feeble. I locked into board slide, which typically you slip out backwards and sack the rail. Somehow I made it all the way down the rail and hopped off, and like I was like one of like the third dudes to go, and I was like, oh, dude, like right after the dude just scorpioned, and then. And then,
were you at the top when that happened?
Oh yeah, dude. No, yeah, dude.
Dude,
bad, dude.
So rough.
That dude helped fix the rail. Went for a board side, just scorpion, dude.
Rough.
And then, anyway, so I locked into board side, made it all the way down somehow. And after I made it down, I was like, oh, actually, it's really not that bad. And then kind of.
Well, you're like almost as tall as the stair set, so
yeah, yeah. And
probably a little bit more easy for you.
Yeah, dude.
We were talking about that.
They added an extra step, so it made it a little bit lower too. So it made it that much easier.
We were watching this before you showed up, and we were both laughing about how like you make it look like a regular size stair set, and then you see Sheckler come up, and you're like, it's huge,
it's big, yeah, dude.
Oh, it's huge. That
or even Reynolds, because Reynolds is a tall dude too, but that very heel flip that he does.
Yeah, but he's another one like Sheckler that compresses so much that he doesn't really show how big he is.
Yeah.
Whereas like you have some compression, but you're just a giant dude. So
yeah,
it it made it look like it was like nothing.
Dude,
skating at 8 rail.
Dude, I mean, yeah, man, I don't know what happened. Like I said, it just everything clicked that day.
Dude, you definitely handled it. Did you take any spills, or was it mostly just run-outs?
Dude, no, I don't do run-ups either. I go for it.
No, I mean run-outs, like where you just like kind of kick it out and run down.
Feeble was second try. Crook was first try. Smith was second try. Nose grind was second try, and then the blunt took like maybe 10 tries. And I didn't fall at all. Like I kicked out on the blunt, and I stepped off like the nose grind.
So
that was about it.
So after a contest like this, do you get like offers, or just like people like did anybody approach you like say, hey, what's up? Like who are you kind of thing?
Dude, no. So at the time I was riding for Ace, Ace Trucks, Bones Wheels, Bones Bearings, Chocolate, and Alpha Numeric, and
dope.
And the team manager for Alpha Numeric was sick, dude. The team manager for Chocolate was there, Sam Smith or Smythe,
He's
was
still
there.
he's still the
Yeah,
dude,
still TM, yeah.
yeah.
And he was there, and I sat with him after I did the blunt fakie. And I thought, I mean, I didn't think that I was going to place. I didn't know that there was first, second, or third. I just went there, just going.
Buster bail, man.
Just because ears told me to,
Yeah,
you know?
whatever.
Like, okay, he thinks this would be good for me. I guess I'll just show up and hopefully do something. You know?
It worked out for you.
And then this is what put me on the map. And then, then I was actually about to leave and get in the car. And then I heard my name on Jake Phelps say, from Deadwood City, California, Andrew Langi, third place. I was like, what? And I walked up, and there's a video of it somewhere. I think it's on Thrasher, but where Phelps, I walk, I'm like, what, dude? Like, I got third place. He's like, yeah, whoa, yeah, you killed it. And then like hand me my check, $3,000 check, and
damn,
not bad for one day of skating.
Not bad for a couple tricks on a rail.
Yeah. So, and then that was the day that I found out I could skate big rails.
So mentally, when you got handed that check, had you been paid at all for skateboarding besides product? Have you made any money? Had you made any money?
No money at all. So
that was one of the first.
Yeah, one of the first actually real checks that I got from skateboarding, and then from there it progressed.
Did you blow it all on partying? I probably would have. I probably just cashed it
at that age, dude. What did he do in 2008, dude? I'm trying to think, dude. Because I definitely don't have that now. So
yeah, there's probably not any of that left.
No, dude. What did I blow it on? I think, dude. I think I blew it on. I think I bought a laptop, and
well, at least you did something good with it.
Yeah, I bought a laptop, which later got stolen, and then, future things happened after that. But
then you got another laptop.
Then I got another laptop.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I came up on a laptop somehow.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Just I help my mom out with groceries and rent and stuff like that with the little.
All
bit
right, so you didn't party at all.
So yeah,
all right.
I mean, I did spend it on a little bit of partying.
Well, of course, yeah,
but
I hope so.
Allegedly, because I was underage. So
yeah, underage partying.
So
gumballs and Kit Kats.
Yeah. Gumballs and Kit Kats. Yeah. So that was it. And then that was the first time I met John Cardiel as well. First time I met Pete Stone. First time I met Jake, or not first time, but like one of the more intimate times that I met Jake Phelps. But then seeing Sheckler.
Well, that's the time that he probably met you.
Yeah. Yeah, because after that, I posted the it was November. Shortly after was Skate of the Year party. And I think that's when Silas did. I think that's the one that Silas Baxter won, and when Too Short played. And then I have a photo on my Instagram that I just posted.
I saw that
from his just recent passing, where I took a photo with him, and it was right after this contest, and he kept saying,
"This one right here."
Yeah, this one. He said, "Here's our next Saudi." Jake kept saying, and that was like when me and our friendship got introduced. Was right after Buster Bill.
Well, I mean, from his perspective, what he just saw you do on that rail, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's such a genius, and he knows everything about skateboarding, and and he knows that I'm from Redwood City, and coming from a town where Phil Shaw is from, who's also another legend.
Yeah.
I think he gave me a little bit more love than I was expecting.
Well, he saw something in you.
Yeah,
obviously,
and that makes my heart feel good.
Yeah,
because Jake is such a rad dude, and someone like him with his passing is sad and scary for skateboarding. I feel like for a lot of people, because I mean, at least for me, because when I got the news, my heart dropped, and I immediately thought, like, oh my God, what is skateboarding going to be now that he's gone?
Yeah, we lost a voice. We lost a point of view.
We lost it. I feel like he's the glue to what skateboarding is, and he enforces that always, And with his passing, now that he's gone, we can always live by his words, but it's scary to think that that he's gone, because from here on out, who's gonna enforce his realness that he left behind?
It's true, because like you were saying, there isn't another there isn't another one of him.
Yeah, there's the one and only.
Yeah.
You know, so it's scary to think about what skateboarding could be in the near future. You know, because there won't be another Jake Phelps.
Well, especially with the amount of integration we have into like the general population with like the Olympics and Street League being on ESPN and shit. Like, the amount of possible tainting.
Yeah.
You know, of our culture, of our street lifestyle. There's so many possibilities and so many variables that could come in and alter what and who skateboarders are.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that skateboarding is in the Olympics now, I know.
Yeah.
I thought about
no good.
I was gonna, to be honest, I was gonna try out for Tonga, some Tongan. I was gonna try out for the Olympics just to pave the way for, because that before my accident, you know, because that would be history.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be the first and only time. I mean, I'm already one of the only Tongan skateboarders ever.
Really? There's no.
Well, I mean,
that we know of.
I haven't met any other Tongan skaters. Other than my friend Kiki, rest his soul. He was a poly as well. But yeah, I mean, to open up the gap for Tongan kids like that, and open up that door, because you know most poly kids they're always either forced into football or basketball or some type of sport, you know?
Yeah.
But like for me, like I had the opportunity to fall in love with skateboarding, and I only want to share that with people. So like I'm
sorry. I could see like your culture. You guys come like you guys are so powerful. Like so like with the right body type, you could probably like, you know what I mean, take that athleticism and push it into skateboarding. You could probably have some like you know, some really big boards for you guys, but
I read a size 9 1/8. Yeah, dude, I don't know. So I before my accident, that was the plan. I was gonna try and you know, talk to Tonga and find out like what can I do to represent the country, or if I can't represent the country.
Yeah.
And be in Olympics for
but that's
skateboarding.
It's not possible right now.
It's not possible now because broke my femur a little over 5 months ago. And
how did that happen?
Bombing Hills, dude. Bombing Hills. Yeah.
Dude, see, we need I know it's fun, guys. I know it's fun. I know Bombing Hills is fun.
Dude, that's the life right there. It's the simplest.
How many bones do we need to break?
Dude,
how many heads do we need to smash?
As many as it takes, dude.
How many?
As many as it takes.
How much skin do we need to leave on the pavement, guys? Before we say enough is enough.
Dude, it's never
I just say that because I'm terrified of Bombing Hills.
Yeah,
terrified.
Dude. I used to be terrified of Bombing Hills, but then I started bombing hills with like Tony and Burnt Jesus and Eli Williams and all those dudes. We would go up to Twin Peaks and bomb the hills from there, and you know, those dudes know like the wasted dudes and the GX 1000 dudes, and I learned to love going fast like that. And dude, it's the fun. It's the simplest form of skateboarding, and it's the funnest.
Is it the simplest form? I don't think I disagree.
It's simple. You just stand and you go fast.
You either live or you die.
Dude, can we pull up something from
yes.
Instagram?
Instagram. What do we got?
Insta Shings.
What?
Tony, dude, he's the fastest man in San Francisco.
What is it?
Insta Shings. Yeah, dude, Tony. Dude.
What's up, Tony?
This dude is, look, dude, the clips that he's gotten here, like, check this one out.
Let's see here.
This dude the fastest man, dude.
Just titled G.
And bombing with this dude. This dude, like, will grab your hand and pull you to make you go faster.
All right, by his hair, he already looks crazy.
Dude, look, dude.
Dude, that's a gnarly hill, and
he's
just going for it.
If he power slides, you know it's gnarly.
Dude, he was like getting speed wobbles trying to power slide. He was going so fast. Oh my goodness, is that a cop?
A cop right behind him.
Oh, bummer.
You see right there.
Oh, bummer. That's obviously illegal, right?
I wouldn't say it's illegal. I mean,
well, he's definitely breaking a speed limit.
Well,
no helmet.
Dude.
Riding in the middle of the road. I mean, I'm sure a cop could find a reason
Look how fast he blows through the intersection.
Look at that though, and then blowing through the intersection, that can't be safe.
Yeah. Well, and they have watchers at the end, but like you can always gauge how fast someone's going, how fast they go through an intersection.
Yeah.
Check one more out by him.
That is crazy.
Everyone's
he's still going. He's still going.
Everyone's seen the one where he bailed this one, but
What
there's go down a little bit more. That one with the car there. Everyone's seen him bail and slide across this whole street, but this is the actual make. He actually went back and did this, and then hugged the side of a car, dude. Look at that! Look at that,
dragged
dude.
his finger across the side of the car.
Yeah.
Look, this lady's obviously not participating because
that girl's just like calling. That girl's calling the cops right now.
I think somebody just died.
Yeah, like look how fast. Just.
Dude, that
falling.
is so gnarly.
Dude, Tony is the fucking man, dude. You hear the dude?
Oh.
What the fuck? It's exactly.
Well, seriously, that is insane. What about the dude that like bombs the hills on 1 foot? Have you seen that guy?
Dude, yeah. He's part of the GX team.
I don't know what his name is, but
thank you.
Drinking a beer, like riding 1 foot down the hill.
Yeah.
Seriously, dude, come on, you're just asking for it.
Yeah. I mean,
now, don't get me wrong. If I could do it, I probably would.
Dude, it's so going back to my injury, like it's so fun going that fast, and there's a hill right by my house that I always bomb.
It's always right by your house.
And it's just
what happened to Andy too. Is right by my house.
Yeah.
I bomb it every day.
Dude, it's like four rolls, and you end up going like at least 45 by the time you get down to the bottom.
No big deal.
And so one night, my friend wanted to get comfortable with bombing hills. So I'm like, all right, let's go. We'll go bomb hills. It's 10 o'clock at night, which is when I usually go, just because it's easy to spot cars.
Best place to best time to bomb a hill. You can't see anything.
Well, each cross street at each flat bottom has stop signs, so we're
and at 10 o'clock at night, no one's running stop signs.
No, I mean, well, they are running stop signs, but dude, oh man, dude, I've done it so many times. Like, you just it's one of those things where you get too comfortable, and then you abuse it. Yeah. So,
and when you're going 45 miles an hour on a skateboard on a thin piece of wood,
I was on live Instagram too.
Oh, that's
doing it.
You broke your femur live on Instagram.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty sick.
Do you remember how many people were?
Dude, I don't know.
A lot? Was it a lot?
Dude, it's such a blur.
Were people watching?
Yeah, people were watching.
Oh,
people were like, fuck yeah, dude. Go fast or something.
And now, did you fall because you were looking at?
Oh, no, dude.
You were like looking at what they were commenting?
It gets better. So I have it in my left hand. I have the little fucking whatever thing that you pop socket. Right? I'm holding by the pop socket. Okay. So filming. And I'm going down. My friend's following me. And, right at the bottom, there's a 4-way stop. So everything else there is a 2-way stop going this way. So straight shot down, all good. Bottom is 4-way stop. Right as I get to the last hump, this truck I see starts to make a left turn.
Uh-oh. Danger.
Right?
Danger.
And I'm like, no.
Danger.
No.
Danger.
Please go. And she stops in the middle of the road.
Danger.
And then it makes an illegal U-turn to park in front of her house. And the whole time, so she doesn't end up parking. She ends up staying there. I'm just like right at that point. I'm going too fast to bail. Either way, I'm gonna get fucked up. So there's a truck. Here's her truck. Then there's a little bit of a parking space right here, and then a car a little bit further ahead that she was gonna park behind of. I try to go around the front of her truck and then thread the needle between the parked car.
Seems legit.
And
that's probably your only option, though, right? I mean,
my only option at that point, because
you could have like slid under the car.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I don't know, man. I'm just kidding.
I
think about it all the time.
You're too big for that.
Yeah, think about it all the time. But so I gauge it, and like on my live, people were telling me that they remember me saying no, because I knew it was bad.
Yeah.
From the get go, as soon as she stopped in the middle of the 2 lanes, and I end up going around the front of her truck, but I end up clipping the front of it a little bit, which sent me a little bit into the other car, and that's where my
all in the leg
the car hit where I hit the car and just
I could see it. I just took her
annihilated
whole leg
it. I ended up getting knocked out, and then I woke up, and then
because your leg hit the car, so your face probably hit the car too. It probably like whipped you around.
I went like I hit like this. I had like a bunch of like scrapes and stuff on my head.
Probably broke the window.
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But
Jesus.
Woke up and my friend was there and he was saying, "Are you okay? You're okay." I'm like, "Dude, I don't know." And like I tried to move my leg and only half of it moved, and I just saw the skin kind of raise up. I'm like, "Oh no, dude, no, dude."
Good sign.
And then I told him to call 911, and he called 911, and then because at that point I already know that
you're fucked.
My leg's broken,
fucked.
and I broke the worst part of my leg you can possibly break. I told him to call 911, and then I told him, "All right, get your phone out, start filming this," And it's on my Instagram somewhere. But I ended up getting put on the.
I'm not gonna look that up if you don't mind.
It ended up getting put on the Slap message boards, and people were talking so much shit about it. And I was,
were you like crying?
No, dude, I wasn't crying, dude. I wasn't crying. I was like, dude, I don't know, dude. Just call the ambulance, dude. And I was leaking so much blood because like I had both bones that came out of the skin. And I have like a gnarly scar, and I was like, dude, I just lost my leg right there, dude. Oof. And I got to the hospital. The first thing I asked the doctors is like, "Am I gonna lose my leg?" They're like, "No, you're fine." Then they started talking about my white blood cell counts and all this stuff. It was really high. I'm like, "Fuck, dude, I got an infection. It's gonna get infected. I'm losing my leg." And I immediately, they gave me drugs and stuff. And
well, that's like the biggest problem when your bone pops out.
Yeah,
is the tip could get some dirt in it.
Yeah. Well, they said it had a lot of dirt in it.
Well, yeah, you'd fucking roll down a street probably.
Yeah. No, dude, hitting the back of that car was, I still remember the sound that I made hitting that car, and it's the worst sound. And then waking up and just being like, what the fuck happened, dude? And then realizing my leg's broken and that it's going to, I went into surgery the next day, and I prayed. I was like, dude, please, God, don't take my leg away, dude. And woke up the next day. I was expecting to wake up without a leg from surgery.
Oh, God.
And
holy shit, bro!
And so I was a little under the influence while I was doing this. Bombing the hill,
really?
But like not more than
not enough to say that it was the cause.
Yeah, the cause. Yeah. And then I ended up, when the ambulance got there, they gave me morphine right on the spot just because it's such a bad break. And
your femur bone is sticking out.
Yeah.
Give this guy some fucking morphine.
As soon as they gave me the morphine, I'm like getting pulled into the ambulance. I get on my phone and FaceTime my girlfriend, and I'm like happy as fuck. I'm like,
hey babe, I just broke my femur.
She's like, what happened? And I'm like, I'm going to the hospital. Call you back. And then she was in where were we? Idaho. Yeah. She was in Idaho.
Oh, that's a great place to get that call, right?
What is going on?
At her best friend's wedding.
And then you can probably see that he's laying in a gurney or like in
getting in the ambulance.
The ambulance? What are you getting in the ambulance for? I'll call you back. Bye. You're like,
yeah,
wait, what? What is
just all smiles too? Just high, dude. So high, like on morphine. Just like, yeah, I'm good. Like neck brace, everything. Like,
oh God, great. That's awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Probably enjoyed the rest of your time at the wedding, right?
She's a real one though, because she ended up flying back. She was supposed to fly back anyway.
Yeah,
but she flew back the next day.
You were in a neck brace getting loaded into an ambulance, dude.
Came to the hospital and hung with me. So she's a real one. Thank you, Maddie.
Right on.
But the damage that I did. So not only did I break my femur, I actually fractured 2 ribs, and I fractured my shoulder blade, and I had like a severe concussion, and I had vertigo for 3 weeks.
Wow.
It was a heavy accident for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you basically got hit by a car.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in reverse because you hit the car, but you were going as fast as a car would have normally been.
The car got langied is what happened.
Yeah. Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
So, random question. What happened with the person who owned that car? Did you? I mean, because obviously that car
still pending.
That car got fucked up, probably. I mean, but
dude, so many people made like I was reading the Slap message boards and people were making so many jokes like Langi hit a car, or like the
that's
car,
total.
like a car hit Langi. Like no, Langi hit the car.
Yeah, like that's just totaled.
I I don't know. I may or may not have gotten something in the mail, and I may or may not have thrown that away.
Allegedly.
So, but who knows?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they may have made a claim against me for me possibly being at fault for whatever damages were possibly made, and I possibly said, "Fuck that."
Yeah. I mean, because if you were riding a bike down that hill, like, same thing.
I mean,
it's not your fault. It should have been the lady that was making the illegal U-turn.
Exactly.
Definitely her fault for everything.
Yeah. Hey, also, don't drive a truck that big, dude, because that truck was huge. You don't.
Yeah. What do you need? What do you need that for? What do you need that truck for?
People who have like an extended cab. Hey, dude,
moving fucking patio furniture and shit. Come on,
fuck off. You don't ever need something that big ever in your life, dude.
Yes, you do. Just because you can.
Hey, those guys are dicks.
I can afford it, man.
I'm overcompensating.
Okay, we got off on another tangent there,
dude. I know this is sick, dude.
All right, so now, how do we get to? We're past Buster Bale. All right.
Okay, past Buster Bale.
Okay, so then we get to. What's the last sport? How do we get to mystery?
So mystery and flip is the last ones until where I'm at now. But so I get a call from Jamie Thomas, and he offers me whatever. He's like, yeah, I want to send you boards, and I've skated with him before and been to a lot of his contests that he held at Black Box and stuff. So it wasn't I was like, all right, cool, yeah, definitely down. And I was a fan of Gilbert Crockett at the time too. Loved his skating because he has an incredible style for a street skater and stuff like that. And also it's just Jamie Thomas,
Yeah.
How could you say no to that? So I started getting flow from him, and he was talking about trying to put me on the track to turning pro and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, totally down. And then I get a call. I was actually at Maloof Money Cup in what was it? Was it Santa Monica? No, not Santa Monica. Costa Mesa, Orange County, like Maloof Money Cup thing. And I'm setting up my new zero mystery board, and Andrew Schusterman comes up to me, who's the team manager for Flip, and it's like, hey, I know that you're in between companies right now, and you can board some mystery. Would you like to try a flip board out? I was like, nah, man, I'm good, So, and they had approached me a couple of times more after that, but I still said no because Jamie Thomas.
It's Jamie Thomas. Yeah.
I didn't want to be someone who just goes from company to company.
Yeah.
Because I'm already doing that.
Yeah.
Even though it's just flow.
I've already played for too many teams.
I didn't want to. Yeah. I don't want to be a skateboard hoe. Yeah. I don't want to be like I don't want to be hopping around. And finally, I was in San Diego. I was with Walker Ryan and Kelly Hart in San Diego, and I get a call, and whoa,
what was that?
I get a call, dude. What? Are we gonna get electrocuted right now?
No, it was a little.
Dude, too much energy in the room.
Oh yeah, I think we had a little power surge.
Dude, that's sick.
So maybe somebody turned on a blender or something.
No, so I'm in San Diego, and with Kelly and Walker, and I get a call from a number that I don't know. It's from Long Beach, and I answer the phone, and it's this British dude. And I'm like, "What's up? Hello?" He's like, "Hi, what's up, Andrew? This is Jeff Rowley." And I was like, "Yeah, fucking right,
yeah,
dude. Whatever, dude." And I hung up on him.
Awesome.
He's like, "Oh yeah, so this is Jeff Rowley. I want to see if you want to ride for a flip." I was like, "Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude." And I hung up. That's when he was calling me. He calls me back. So like, "Hey, Andrew, no, like this is Jeff, and like we've approached you a couple of times to ride for flip. I want to see if you want to ride for flip. We have this trip coming up. Want to know if you want to go on this trip just to see what we do as a team, and how people are on the team. Just so you have something to, a real reason to say no to."
Yeah.
And I said yes. because Jeff Rowley. So
Yeah,
Jeff
another
Rowley,
legend. Another legend. Sure.
Went to New York with those dudes. Ended up being one of the best trips I've ever been on. Went to the East Coast. Went to New York. It was my first time in New York, and skated around, did tours with Ardo Sari, Jeff Rowley, and Curran, Louie, Ben Norberg, David Gonzalez, dude. Like all these dudes that I like grew up watching skate.
Yeah.
And looked up to.
Legends.
I'm like, dude, I still have like a note. I showed her this morning. It's a note from the first box that I ever got from Flip, from Jeff.
Like a handwritten note.
Handwritten note, dude.
So cool.
Yeah, so that one's gonna be framed.
Definitely
for sure.
keep that shit.
But ended up going on the trip, and then on that trip, they ended up filming their feast tour, which is Flip in the East, and we ended up going to Bam Margera's house, and just causing a ruckus, and
that's what you're supposed to do there, right?
Yeah, doing donuts, breaking his ATVs, and all that stuff, and
he could afford it.
Lambos.
He could afford it.
Yeah, and by the end of the trip, I was like. Actually, by midway through the trip, I was rooming with the team manager Andrew, and I said, yeah, this is where I want to be. Like everyone on the team, like I was like, oh, dude, how could I forget? Mark Appleyard was on the trip too. So Mark Appleyard is such a legend too. But yeah, I told him that like this is where I want to be. This is where I feel at home. And then from there, I rode made the decision, and I called Jamie.
That was rough, huh?
Dude, that was a gnarly one.
How nervous were you before
dude,
you like sitting with the phone in your hand? Like
so nervous, dude. I was so nervous. I called Jamie. And I was like, hey, dude. Hey, man, just wanted to say thank you. And I'm so appreciative for you to give me the opportunity to be a part of your company. But I've decided I'm going to ride for Flip. And he goes, why all this sudden change of heart? And I said, well, they invited me on a trip, and I went on the trip with them as a guest, and I felt at home there, and I feel like that's where I need to be. And he goes, all right, man, whatever, good luck. And then hung up on me, dude.
Yeah, he was not happy about that.
And when Jamie Thomas hangs up on you like that, dude, it's just
that's
like,
tough, yeah.
Oh, dude.
So bummed.
I still love you, though, dude.
Well, yeah, you got to have respect for the dude, but that's like, oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer, dude.
Because I didn't want to bum him out. Because like we had just like talked about like his path for me, But like, I mean,
Well, he probably felt backstabbed, betrayed. Like I'm invested in.
Yeah,
you.
He invested, and
I had a plan for you, and I was going to help you, and then I helped you get to. I'm going to get you from point A to point Z.
Yeah.
And I got you to point D.
Yeah.
And now you're like, hey, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I only rode for him for like such a short amount of time, maybe like a month or two.
But still,
like,
as a ex team manager, company, whatever,
definitely. He was definitely bitter because he felt like I feel like he felt like that he wanted that I was his.
Yeah. Well, not only that, when you give product to somebody, if it's just like, hey, here's a board, here's a hat, here's a whatever, it's a whatever. But if you're like, hey, dude, here's a box, do something with it, and then I'll give you another box. And then you give them another box and another box and another box. Now we're several hundreds of dollars
in debt
into product.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, I'm going to go ride for this dude over here.
Yeah.
So I could see it like that's definitely going to be like, oh, okay.
Dude, I actually never thought about it that way. My small mind.
Now, I don't know Jamie Thomas, but just from his reputation and how long he's been in the industry, he's obviously a solid dude.
Yeah.
So that's why he said, good luck, take care.
Yeah.
And didn't cuss you out or say
fucking
whatever, and then talk a bunch of shit about you because he's a solid dude. So he's like, I respect your decision.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, I understand.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, like skateboarding is such a dog eat dog world.
Oh, totally.
Once you get into the industry like that, it's like, dude, like I know shit about so many different sketchy and like scandalous things.
It also runs on loyalty.
Yeah, it does.
Because certain brands wouldn't be alive without their loyal clientele and their the loyalty. And then the pros that ride for them have a loyalty that are that the pros make that brand.
Yeah.
Brand by itself is nothing.
Of course.
Obviously if the product's good, everybody out there makes a good board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all the major companies that put a board on a wall, it's very hard to go into a skate shop these days and really pick out a board that's like shit. You know, I mean, everybody makes a decent board.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody's basically on the same field in that aspect. Everyone has their own style of artwork, whatever. They have their gimmicks, pros, whatever. But the names that are on that brand are the reason why those boards are selling in the shop.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So for someone to put out money to build you as a brand and then to have that taken away from them. And it's also, as a business owner, you look at people like you as your product.
Yeah.
You're my product. So I'm spending a bunch of money to develop this product, and then another company gets to reap the benefits of my byproduct.
Yeah.
You know,
well like at this point in time where I told Jimmy, he had made, I'd probably gotten maybe a couple of boxes from him at that point.
Well, it doesn't sound like it was too in depth with him.
I was just flow. It wasn't like never announced or anything like that. Like, it wasn't anything ever official. Flip wanted to you know, one I have a special place in my heart for Flip just because like that, the Sorry videos growing up were my favorite.
Dude, Sorry on VHS right there,
dude,
bro.
Yeah, the yellow tape.
Yeah, dude, the yellow VHS.
So,
man.
special. I have a special place.
They have they have the legends. Their whole team is legendary, dude.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to explain it to me, bro.
So like with that, you know, like me, like the fact that my relationship with Mystery was, to me, felt so casual because it didn't seem, it was nothing was ever official. He talked about making me you know,
in the future,
and then putting me, you know, putting me on the track to being pro.
Yeah.
But you know, for me, it's just like it wasn't necessarily whether I cared about whether going pro or not. It's where I felt comfortable.
Totally.
You know? Yeah. And you know, the fact that I got the chance to go on the team with my idols and stuff like that, like I felt more at home there than I did with the little bit of time that I had with Mystery. You know?
Yeah, no, it's from your perspective, it's totally understandable.
Yeah,
because Flip they've got these legendary names. All the dudes are rad. They wine and dine you, and you're like, they let you into the circle.
Yeah.
Whereas it sounded like Mystery, Jamie Thomas is a little bit more of like a slow pace. Like, hey, we're gonna just kind of like dip our toe in. We're gonna test it. We're gonna see where it goes.
Yeah.
And Flip was more like, nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Hop in the van, bro. Let's go.
I feel like, dude, because like I knew some of the younger kids like Louie and Curran already from like previous contests, and like they got the vibe that like they backed me, and so I already had like a little bit in there. I had a little bit of comfortability with them already, and then with Mystery, I didn't really know anyone, and you know. It's like one of those things like where, dude, if it feels right, it feels right. If it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. And it didn't feel right with Mystery.
For sure. Yeah, no, I get it. I was just, the only reason I wasn't trying to dog at all. I was just, I was just putting myself in his position of being like, damn, I had a talent.
Yeah.
And now I don't. Like, now I got to go find somebody else. Like,
well, I don't even think it was that big of a loss for him because like,
you don't know. He probably has a large pool, but I mean, in order to, like, you only click with certain people. You know, you could have a bunch of people offering to ride for you and that are all super talented, but you're like, But then with this one guy, you're like, I think, maybe. Like, I'm let's test him out. And he's like, nah, peace. You're like, fuck.
Peace. I don't know, man, dude. Like, the Flip days, man. I had some of my funnest times with the Flip guys.
I don't blame you because I would, dude, the Flip team, man.
Dude, I got a story, dude, about Jeff. Or so Jeff had came up to Santa Cruz for a meeting at NHS, and he's like, hey, come hang out with me, and I forgot who else came on the trip with them, but they were staying in Santa Cruz, so I went to go stay with them in Santa Cruz, and you know, we obviously went to the meeting. David Gonzalez was there, David, and then we went to the meeting and all that stuff, and pillaged the warehouse and all that stuff, and then ended up going back to the hotel. And we got to drinking, and Jeff is a whiskey man himself. And he's like, you ever snorted a shot of whiskey?
Ugh.
And I said, no, I've never snorted anything before. He's like, oh, yeah, you should try it, dude. It gets you real drunk real fast.
Is he fucking with you?
Yeah, no, dude, no.
No, did he do it?
Yeah, no, yeah, we both did it.
God,
we both did it. We snorted shots of whiskey, and, dude, it gets you fucked up, dude. It goes straight. It goes straight, dude. But we wouldn't do like full shots. We like poured in the cap and like, you only do it now?
No, not really. No, that's
dude. Yeah, but like, dude, yeah, we snorted shots of whiskey.
Interesting.
And I was like, dude, it's like I've never thought about that.
Oh, that's
Ever.
rough, dude. That is fucking rough. Did you ever get to meet Tom Penny?
Oh yeah, dude. Tom Penny's a homie. Tom Penny was, dude. I don't know if I should, dude. I got a story, dude.
I mean, don't. You could tell me off air if you want, but
I've accidentally seen him doing the reproduction routine.
Say no more. Say no more. Say no more.
No, dude. All right, dude, I'm gonna tell it because it's funny. All right, so we're in I think it's Norway, and it's me, Luan, Louis, Curran, Ben, David, and Tom.
What a fucking lineup, huh?
Dude, you're telling me, dude, I was there with him. Oh, dude, I was so stoked. But we go there, and we're there. We're checking in the hotel, and the hotel we're at, you can open your window and walk onto the roof, and just go by every room. And
seems safe.
yeah, so get there, drink a little bit, and I get up on the roof and I start going by everybody's room. I say, "Oh my god, these people are having sex!" So I immediately ran and grabbed some of the homies. Like, "Oh, come peep this shit, dude! Look what they're doing." And right when I bring them back, I look over. I'm like, "Wait, right here." Look over, and I see that it's Tom Penny. I'm like, "Oh, dude, never mind, dude." So I saw Tom Penny.
Did he know you saw
Do
him?
the deed? No,
Oh.
but he might know now.
I'm pretty sure I don't think he's listening.
Yeah, he probably won't. Never know,
I don't
dude.
think he's listening to this show.
He's not into social media.
If
but
I found out Tom Penny was listening to this show, I might put a little bit more effort into it.
yeah, dude. But dude, I saw Tom Penny do the deed.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Dude, that guy is such a legend.
a gnarly one.
Dude, you've skated with some serious people.
Yeah.
So, when did it all end, basically?
So, going around 2000. So I've been riding for a flip for about 2 years now, and I got on in 2010, and 2 years later, 2012, dude. I was doing pretty well in the industry. I would think. I mean, I was like winning contests, like 12,000 here, 10,000 here,
Not bad.
a couple thousand here, there, and the way that like I pictured the way skateboarding working was, as long as you're winning contests, you're doing good. But I didn't put together because I was so young. I didn't put together the fact that like, you're under contract with many people. You need to be out also skating on the street and
Filming.
putting in the work there as well, not just at contests. So, and no one really like brought that to my attention. Like straight up, like, cause I'm a straight shooter. Like I'll tell you straight up, like if I fuck with you or not, or what you should be doing or what you should not be doing. And no one really gave me that. Everyone kind of blew smoke up my ass and kind of sugarcoated things for me.
Yeah.
So I never really got the hint, up until later,
Or did they? And did you not just not receive it?
Yeah, maybe they did.
There might have been somebody that was like, "Hey," and you were like, "Nah."
I had gotten sat down a few times, and actually one time with LRG and Flip, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, just chill out with the partying." I was like, "All right, cool."
That was somebody trying to tell you.
Yeah. But like, hey, don't say chill out the partying. Yeah, I'll. Won't
But
party as
how
much.
old were you at the time?
19.
Okay, so
20.
from their perspective, they're looking at it like you're basically an adult.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have to hold your hand.
Yeah.
And I've got way too much other shit on my plate to hold your hand.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna tell you, hey, chill out on that.
Yeah.
And see what you do with it.
Yeah. So
And see what you do with it.
So I did chill out a little bit, but then like, I think that I'm such like a person unless you just tell me like straight up like, hey, don't do this. If you tell me to chill, I'll chill.
So what you needed probably was like if if you somehow
I
came
needed
across
someone to tell me stop fucking up.
like a manager, like
Yeah.
if you had somebody who was like
You are fucking up. You're on the verge of being kicked off, losing everything right now. That's what I need. Because if you tell me chill out, I'm like, well, I'm fine. I'll just chill out a little bit.
Okay,
You
so
know?
here's a thought. You know, I know obviously you can't go back and change anything, but do you think it would have been different if you stayed on with Jamie? Because he seems
I've thought about it.
Because he seems like a guy that would be like, hey, you're fucking up. Stop.
Yeah, he's more straight shooter.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely that's what I
and
that's
he
what I like
obviously
to hear.
was a guy that wasn't gonna just wine and dine you to get you. He was gonna make you earn some respect as well.
Yeah.
Which would have made you, you know what I mean? Like, so do you ever think about that?
Dude, I've thought about it before, and like, you know, for me, like to think about what could have been.
Yeah, that's
something just like, dude, why even bother with that? You know?
Because you never actually went pro, right? Like you never.
No. I was AM for flip, and then.
So you did turn AM. They
they
got you AM.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that doesn't. That's no paycheck, right?
Dude, I have no problem admitting that. Like dude, flip doesn't pay anyone unless you're pro.
Yeah.
Which it's different with every company. But,
that's why I asked. Just like
yeah.
like no paycheck.
But
for them.
but like, you know, looking back on it, I was like, yeah, dude, I know what I did wrong. Like, I know that like I blew it on partying, and I blew it on just wanting to reap the benefits, but not put in the work. You know?
Yeah.
And at that age that I was, I mean, technically I'm still an adult, but like my mind, the way it worked then is definitely not the way it works now. And
of course,
looking back on it, I'm just like,
hopefully at least,
dude, like, would I go back and change anything? No, because it turned me into the person I am today. But looking back, I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, if I could just go spend 5 minutes with my 19-year-old self, just give me 5 minutes with him real quick.
What's that song, dude? I wish that I knew now. I wish that I know now. Or how's it go?
I wish I knew then what I knew now.
That one. Yeah, that. Yeah. So it's like that. It's like that.
I heard a funny quote the other day. Experience is something you only get after you need it.
Yeah. It's exactly true.
I heard that quote the other day, and I did the same thing. I laughed out loud. I was like, dude, that is so spot on. Like, literally, experience is something you get just after you need it.
Yeah. And, dude, I mean, I got to travel the world with the people that I grew up idolizing.
Now, so I know that you're kind of speaking about those experiences and that lifestyle kind of in the past tense. Mm-hmm. And I know right now it's a little difficult because you're healing. Yeah. Your leg is healing, but you're only 27.
Yeah.
You've already got a name, okay, with a certain amount of people. People are already somewhat familiar with you. You've definitely got a place in skateboarding history with Buster Bale. Yeah. Okay, so that alone can ride your name a little bit in the future. And people are like super suckers for like comeback stories.
I know.
Like they fucking love it. They love to see, as bad as it is to sound, and I'm not saying you did this, but they love to see somebody rise up and just fucking crash and then rise from the ashes and become great again. You know what I mean? Like they love that story to hear about how that person was homeless and fucking drugs and then now look at them, you know.
Well, it's like the classic American Idol.
Exactly.
You know, story.
Came from nothing.
Came from nothing. Now I'm something. You know, dude.
So what I'm saying is, there's still time. Yeah. So while everything that you've done is in the past, it's something that you've learned from, and that you can use for your future endeavors.
Yeah.
So once you feel healed, I mean, because obviously you have the talent, obviously you have the mindset, and once as skateboarders. Especially being in my mid-30s, I can tell you that muscle memory never really goes away. Your balls do. You know what I mean? Like your guts do. Yeah. Like you, like what you wanna jump down kind of goes away.
Trust me, I know the feeling, dude.
But and especially with a broken femur, you're probably not going to be jumping down in the 18s. Okay, yeah. But there is a huge market for transition. There's a huge market for ledge skating. There's a huge market for tech and just all around good skaters. So it is possible that you still have a future.
Yeah, and you know, I've thought about it and like wondered like, oh, you know, what would it be like if I made a comeback? And to be honest, like I would love to do something like that, but I would want it to happen like supernaturally, you know, like the way that I am with skateboarding and my relationship with skateboarding is I feel like for the longest time I needed to feel validated for what I'm doing for skateboarding.
Yeah.
And then after I lost everything and continued to skateboard, I realized like, dude, I don't really need the validation of like, or like, you know, the support of people telling me that I am good at what I do.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that me losing everything humbled me in a way that like to the point where I you know, after that I continued to skate, and to the point where after I lost everything, I was just doing it for fun not because I wanted to be a professional skateboarder, but because I loved it.
Yeah.
And it's something that I love to do and it makes me happy. And I went, you know, a couple years without sponsors, and then I was buying boards from my shop and buying anti-hero boards and posting them on Instagram and just showing love, whatever. And then, you know, Jim Thiebaud hits me up on Instagram saying, stop buying boards. Here's my email.
Sick.
Contact me, you know?
Sounds about right.
You know? And that like made my fucking day. And
see, and that's what I mean. You still have a name.
Yeah.
People still know who you are.
Yeah.
So it's still 100% possible that someone is going to be like, dude, let's pick up this story because.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm down for that, but if it happens, it happens. If not, cool. I'll always have skateboarding for the rest of my life.
Now, is that, before I mentioned it, obviously, is that something that was in your head? Like, is that something that you're like, man, it'd be cool to get back and go like finish my journey, basically, because you were on your way to being pro, and then you took a little break. Yeah. And now be cool to finish that. And like, even if, like, I was talking to one of my other buddies about it, like, who was saying, I'm too old. You know, I'm like, nah, dude, like, even if you're pro for just like 2 years, that will, if you brand yourself accordingly, then you will become somebody not like Costin necessarily, but like Costin, where he's so heavily in the industry without even having to skate.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have to skate.
All he has to do is just show up. You know? Yeah. I mean, like I've the way I definitely want to do something like that, and I do work towards doing something like that. I just, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm maybe forcing it, or maybe, you know, I get discouraged at times, you know, because like I don't know like how people are gonna react, or how people, or if people even still care, you know. That's another thing, you know, is do people really still care? And if they
so this
don't, then
I'm gonna be a little brutal here, and say that most people don't. About anybody.
Yeah, dude, no.
About anything or anybody. Yeah. They only care about like what's in front of their face. So the majority of the people are selfish assholes. Yeah. You know, I mean,
dude, no. And see,
when it comes down to the core,
that's why I asked that question to myself. Like, dude, do people still care? Because like, if you look at the industry now.
But here's no, hold on. Here's what you're going about that the wrong way. It's not if people still care. It's do you still care?
Oh yeah, dude.
So
I still.
That's
care.
the question that's the only question you got to worry about. Because if you still care, then it will show in your craft. And if your craft shows that, then it will take you somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Course, So stop worrying if people are going to care if you're coming back. Like, fuck all that. Like that shouldn't even be. You know, I mean, because I'll tell you right now, while people are selfish assholes, if you're in front of their face, they're going to care. If you're posting clips,
dude,
if you're I'm saying if you're posting clips and they see you, they're going to be like, oh, cool, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Boom. I like it.
That's what I was going to say is like, if you look at the industry now, it's like, video parts, and the reason why I wonder if I ask myself if people are going to care is like, because look at video parts that are getting put out today.
Yeah,
dude, Naja put out a part, or Chris puts out a part, or Daewon puts out a part, or Eric puts out a part. You put that part out, next day it's forgotten about.
Yeah,
you
worked for a whole year, and a whole year of your life went into it.
Someone else that's already has a part fully ready to go, and you know, the mags eat it up because they're just constantly getting shit to promote all the time. So it's like you put out this hard thing that you worked for a year, like you said, and then goes up for the site. 2 days later, it's forgotten about it. Now they're talking about, the next kid that just put out a video part. So it's hard to stay relevant in the industry,
Yeah, unless you're an established name.
Yeah.
Or doing NBDs on famous spots.
Yeah.
That's like the other way to like cement your name now is to go find the biggest famous spot and do something that nobody's ever done on it before.
Yeah.
And who wants to do that shit?
Dude, Chris Jocelyn, dude. Nyjah.
Yeah, but they're like the 1% of the 1%.
Dude.
So.
Dude, Nyjah has such a gnarly contract. He has like it might be the same contract that Costin has. It's like 3-year contract, $1 million a year, $5 million in total.
Yeah, but he's gonna make them that money.
Yeah.
His shoe alone and his endorsement is gonna make him.
Dude,
make him that money.
What do you think about Nyjah? Oh, dude, let's be honest, dude. Let's be honest. Let's get silly, dude.
I respect Nyjah. He's from here. He's from Davis, which is just 20 minutes east or 20 minutes west of where we are now. I don't know Nyjah on a personal level, but I've had a lot of run-ins, a lot of time spent around with him, near him, skating the same, so I grew up skating. The one skate park that we had in the area was an indoor park in Woodland that his family owned. So,
I remember that park.
So I met him and his dad when he was about eight-ish. And like I was like skating in the park with him as like an 8-year-old. And obviously an 8-year-old, we're not having conversations or anything. I'm just like, we're literally skating the same rail. And I'm like, dude, this kid is fucking doing kickflip backflips. And I'm like,
dude, with his dreads.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dreads all the way down and shit.
Yeah.
So that's when I met him. And then he disappeared. And then I started seeing him in mags and for Element and all that. And then he disappeared again. And then when we were working at Epic, he reemerged. And that's when he came back to the States, started living with his mom. And then started training, got back on Element and started training for Street League.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I hate that word training.
He used Epic to train for Street League.
Did he really?
Yeah. So he came into Epic, and at first the owner was trying to make him wear a helmet because he was 16. And his mom had their own private insurance as an athlete
way.
And everything. Yeah, he was fully insured as an athlete, through either Element or I forget who he was or Deep. But he
went the full extra mile.
Oh yeah, he was treated like an athlete from day one. Okay, wow. So we Cameron and I actually both lobbied to the owner that if you make him wear a helmet, he's going to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
and we need him here. Because just having him here has such a draw because he's such a big name.
Yeah, dude.
Even before he'd won his street leagues, he was already there was a buzz about who he was. And watching him skate, you're like, dude, he needs to be here.
Yeah.
So he came in. We allowed it. He would come in. A lot of times he would come in for after-hour sessions so that he could just skate for an hour, learn something, and then his switch tray flips. He did. There's a super in his first street league win. He did a switch tray flip down this big giant 3-block that they had, and he learned that on our 3-block. He came in 2 nights in back to back. Learned I remember one night he came in, he warmed up, he did his normal routine warm up, and it was second try he did switch tray flip, and then split. His foot slipped off the back, and he did the full splits, just smacked hella hard, got up and left. It was just done. Came back the next night. And then 10 or 15 tries in, landed it. And then did 10 back to back, just boom, 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 smashed him. And then I saw him do that trick in fucking his first street league win. I'm like, motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, epic skate park.
But
dude.
then he got his money. He moved away and forgot about us.
Oh yeah, dude.
When we were closing,
the cool guy lifestyle.
Literally, Epic was closing, and we were throwing a fundraiser. And we didn't even ask him for money. We just want you. Can you put out on your social media? Can you
but maybe some type of support?
Can you promote that we're doing a fundraiser to save the park?
Yeah.
And
nothing.
I went,
dude.
So he was friends with one of the Epic kids. He became friends with one of the kids on my team, and they skated together and hung out and talked. We went down. He invited us to one of his he had some benefit at the barracks, and he invited that kid and then allowed us. He was like, "Yeah, you can bring your friends."
Yeah.
So we showed up, and I know, dude. I know he's
Was
busy.
it Sinner?
Was it what?
Sinner? Just kidding.
What?
Sinner, the kid Sinner.
No. So we went down there, and it was agreed that we were gonna go to his benefit, and then the next day he was gonna come out with us because we were filming in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, that was the plan. We were all good. You know, and I know he's a kid.
Yeah.
But when we got down there, we did the benefit. I came up and like introduced myself, and he remembered me he was like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" You know, like we chatted. I was like, "You coming out with us tomorrow?" He's like, "Yeah, you know, we're gonna go out tomorrow and this and that." And then the next day came, and we hit him up, and he was like, "No, dude, I'm partying right now, so sorry."
No, dude,
and
cool
just,
guys,
just blew us. And like I said, I know he was a kid
Yeah.
at the time, and who am I? I'm nobody to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not even me. He blew his friend off
Yeah.
because the kid that I was with was like one of his buddies, and was like, "Hey, I'm in LA. Let's skate together." And he's like, "Yeah, for sure." And then was like, "Nah, I'm cool. Like I'm partying right now. I don't really feel like skating." So,
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
So that's my story with fucking Nyjah is that I'm just a little fucking bitter. A little bitter
Yeah,
because him and I literally put our jobs on the line.
Yeah.
Like arguing with this lady, like, no, you don't understand, like you need to let him skate here.
Yeah.
Like he's such a huge draw for this park. Like, because I was expecting him to like post some shit on Instagram, just something to be like, "Hey, this is where I'm skating."
Which
like,
would-
which he didn't fucking do anything for us. Didn't do shit
generate
for us.
Value for people coming into Epic.
Yeah.
And make people want to come skate there.
And yes, that is a little selfish of me.
No,
to
not
like,
selfish at all,
to like
dude.
use this kid's name as like a business ploy. But
No,
fuck it,
dude.
we had a skate park
No.
that we were trying to save. We were trying to keep. We were trying to make money.
Don't even say that, because I feel like, dude, skateboarding is such a mutual business, and everyone thinks that like everyone's your homie in the industry, which most of the time it's absolutely the other way around.
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck about the rider. The only time anybody gives a fuck about the rider is when they're making them money.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not as mutual as you think it is. You may be homies with dudes.
Oh, I'm very familiar
and
with
stuff
that,
like
yeah.
that. You know, like you may think like, "Oh yeah, dude, like this right here is my best friend, dude. Thank you for being my my team manager," or thanks for being my team rider. It's only like that until you're no longer
When shit dries up,
use,
it dries up. Bye. See ya.
See you later, dude.
It's business, though. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is business, and that's what I got confused with it. Growing up, is I thought everyone was my homie.
Yeah.
And then I quickly learned that, like, oh no, it's a business.
Well, see, now all these lessons you've learned, all these lessons you've learned, you can utilize that name to sneak your way in, to get a paycheck for just a year or two, get your name on some boards, and then transfer from there into a job within the company.
Yeah.
So now you're working in the warehouse or team manager or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? That's basically what I did. I never got to the point of even like AM. So I was like, okay, I know I'm not going to be a pro. So how do I stay in the industry?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start filming. You know,
Yeah.
like I could do filming. I could do
No,
that.
I've definitely gone through this with my lady, and because I know that I'm not getting any younger, and I'm getting older, and the chances of me getting back in the industry is very slim, but still possible.
Oh, bullshit.
But
dude.
you know what I just like I came to realization the other day was like, dude, fuck your age, dude, because it doesn't matter, dude, because as long as you show up and you do what you're supposed to do, and you're a cool dude and you can skate, dude, that's all you need to do. No matter what age you are, just show up.
Well,
that's all
so
you got to do.
For somebody of your age, it's time to start. If you want to be at your best health and your best like physical performance, it's a lot about your diet and your your physical activities during the day.
Yeah.
So how do you eat? How do you eat? You eat all right?
Dude, I eat so shitty. McDonald's, baby. McDonald's, dude.
Come on.
Last night I had 3 double cheeseburgers
it's
with Big
terrible.
Mac sauce, baby, and it was yummy, dude. It was so yummy. What do you eat?
Okay, so
Kale?
I don't eat super duper healthy. I try as much as I can. I do eat fast food, but when I do eat fast food, there's like never cheese And it's usually just like the basic burger with like as much veggies on the burger as possible, which I know is still fucking super unhealthy.
Yeah.
I don't get fries very often. I try to stay away from the fries. I try not to drink soda. But I just try to eat as much like whole foods as possible. My problem is bread. I'm like in love with bread. So I could just like eat a whole loaf of bread. Like
you ever make you ever make an egg sandwich?
Oh, all the time, dude.
With mayonnaise?
Oh yes, with mayonnaise.
Oh,
of course.
dude, with
The yolk just a little bit runny.
Oh, dude,
just a little bit,
a little bit
you
runny.
know.
Just take it off the stove a little bit early.
Yeah, I like actually. We do a lot of eggs here, but I like what I'll do is I'll dice up some onions and some mushrooms and some spinach.
Oh shit!
And I'll put it in the pan and let it fry for a minute. Then I'll put the egg on top. I'll crack the egg on top of that, so that it all just saturates in there.
Infused.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh man,
that's the way to do it.
Are we eating after this?
We could, yeah. We could go get some fucking steaks or something.
We eating, dude?
Yeah, I'm down.
No, dude. I eat a lot of McDonald's.
Well, you should probably stop that.
I eat Taco Bell.
Definitely stop Taco Bell.
Dude,
I haven't eaten.
I get the party pack, baby.
Bro, I
get the party pack.
This is a sore subject for
tacos.
For my wife because she loves Taco Bell. I haven't eaten Taco Bell in like a decade.
Yeah.
So the only time she gets to eat Taco Bell is when she's like out with her friends.
Oh, dude.
Or whatever. And she'll like say when she comes, she's like, "Oh, we had Taco Bell," and I'm like, so terrible.
Babe, she comes home from night, babe.
Taco Bell is a place that I worked.
I had Taco Bell tonight.
Yeah. I worked at a Taco Bell when I was like real young.
Oh, is it bad in there?
Oh, it's bad, bro.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
obviously that was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't eat there after working there, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad.
Dude, like what do you do with the meat and shit?
So the meat comes in bags.
Bags?
Bags. Okay.
Still eating it.
Already cooked. And you get the bag, and it's already cooked, and it's in like a juice, like a marinade looking thing, but it's already cooked. So it looks like leftovers. And the way that they heat them up is they just drop the bag in. Okay, so the fryers, everybody knows what a fryer looks like. So they have their fryer that does like their whatever the cinnamon thing twists, and then they have next to it they have a water version. So you just drop these in this boiling water. That's how, and then you hit the button, and then when the timer goes off,
in the bag,
you just put the whole bag. You just drop the bag. You just drop the bag right in the boiling water, and then you take the bag out, you cut it, and you pour it in the little tin thing, and put the cover on it. Chicken's ready to go,
dude. Even though
the beef is fucking disgusting, dude.
Yeah,
beef is gross.
I always
because it's
beef.
like almost all water. You know that it's only like 37% meat.
It's soy, right?
You know that, right? And some other things that we don't really
like
know.
soy, right? I thought it was soy.
And other things. There's other things in there too that we don't really know.
Dude, even though you're still telling me this, I'm still gonna eat it.
The rice. Do you get the rice?
Dude, I get the quesarito.
Okay, so the rice. Stay away from the rice. The rice is the worst.
Is it plastic?
So what they do?
It tastes like plastic.
They put you put the rice in the container. You put the dry rice in the container, and then you take like 3 ladlefuls of grease out of the fryer, and that cooks the rice. No
Dude,
joke.
I love it. I love it.
No joke.
I love it.
You
That's
just
so
take
bad.
it straight from the fryer. Who cares when it's been changed?
That is so bad.
Who cares the last time we got? That's not fresh oil. Just fucking throw it in there. Yeah.
Dude.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible.
So terrible.
And they've had like more recalls on their produce than like any other fast food chain. Like any other fast food, they've had more. And I know that from the time I was working there, we had to throw away all the tomatoes, anything that had cilantro on it. They're like, get rid of it right now. Like, fuck, what happened there? Don't worry about it. Just get rid of it.
Dude, even though you're telling me this right now, I'm still gonna eat it.
I know you are. I know you are. And that's okay. And everybody listening too is like, oh, that's so disgusting, as they're eating a burrito.
Yeah, they're gonna get drunk and they're gonna go out.
And that's how Taco Bell got you, is that they started staying open late. They said, hey, drinkers, we'll take care of you.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. And then you're like, dude, tacos are so good.
Dude, the party pack was probably the best thing they've ever done.
I mean,
for drunk people.
I do have to give it to Taco Bell that I'm pretty sure like they were the first ones that were like, hey, we're going to open up hella late because we know you guys need food.
Yeah.
Fourth dinner or fourth meal, right? They call it fourth meal. Like their marketing campaigns, I got to give it to them. They're good, but they have to be good because their food is terrible.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
they got to trick you into get
delicious to me.
So back to a healthy diet.
Dude. No, I eat top ramen too, and I'm killer at making top ramen.
Dude, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it, dude.
Dude,
You're
I
not
know.
gonna make it.
I know, dude. I know it's so bad, but it's just like
Especially with your
it's like a Tongan thing.
no, especially with your gene set because
Dude, it's a Tongan
you're
thing,
gonna
dude.
get huge.
Dude, we love, dude, especially now that I'm.
I mean, you're already huge, but
yeah.
you're gonna get huge.
Yeah, and now that I'm not skating, I've been skating for 5 months. I've noticed I put on a few pounds, but dude, I don't
Sorry
know.
to point that out,
Dude, I know. Dude,
but seriously,
I know.
you're only 27, so
Yeah.
you got plenty of time in your life to eat Top Ramen.
Yeah,
Just like take like a 5-year break.
dude, 5 years from Top Ramen.
And just now
man.
take a 5-year break where you
Dude.
only eat Top Ramen like on a special occasion, not on you don't stock it. You
Yeah.
only,
Dude, I stock it.
Don't stock it.
Dude,
I know
dude.
they get you that for like 37 packets for $1.
Dude, yeah, dude, $6 for 24, dude. Food Max, baby.
Yeah, that's insane. that's a crazy amount of food. So I get why you would do that. But
Yeah, it's so. I just season the fuck out of it.
that
Put egg
that
in
doesn't
there.
help.
Oh, no, I know, dude.
When I do eat Top
I add
Ramen,
salt to salt.
You drop the egg in the boiling water,
and then you stir it up. You stir it up. Then you put garlic salt, then garlic powder, then pepper, then some cayenne, then some crushed red.
Yeah, that's
peppers.
like an Asian thing.
Yeah,
Like my mom's Korean,
Uh-huh.
so I grew up with like a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
every time she make Top Ramen, like
Yeah.
eggs and that shit. So the first time I like saw somebody else make Top Ramen, like when they made Top Ramen for me, I was like, "What the fuck is this?
What is
shit?
this? It's just normal.
What the fuck is
you,
this
you,
shit?
you actually made just Top Ramen.
Oh, where's the egg?" They're like, "There's no egg in it." What do you mean there's no egg in there? There's always egg in Top Ramen.
I put pepper in it. Shit, man.
Okay.
Dude, we barely talked. We
Yeah.
talked about skateboarding. We're talking
We
about,
have to whatever, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say we just went off on another tangent. Okay, so
I got ADD, so
that's all right, dude. So okay,
She
so real
doesn't
quick,
like it.
this is a quick part. We're gonna pedal it backwards. When did you get on LRG?
2000. Dude, so I was writing for Alphanumeric with Walker Ryan and Tom Remillard. That was, dude, that was 2000. That was probably 2008, and then I got on LRG later that year in 2000. Actually, no, 2009, right after Buster Bale. I got on LRG, and it was just like a flow thing for a little while. Then they gave me a contract.
Oh, a contract.
Yeah,
So like an AM contract, pro contract. What does that mean?
AM contract. And dude, I wish I was so much smarter back then because like I just looked at the contract and it's like, oh yeah, give me $1,000 a month, sign, whatever, plus on top of clothes and whatever, and
That's pretty good though. $1,000 a
Yeah.
month from one company. That's cool.
yeah, from a clothing company.
But
if I had a little bit more guidance, I probably could have got. I would have definitely made a lot further, but whatever, dude. Who cares?
and what were the stipulations? You have to like put out a certain amount of stuff.
You just gotta film and you gotta wear the clothing and all like just basic shit. And they're for contest caps, they they actually owe me, but when they in the contract it's like, oh, if you win first place they'll match it.
Oh yeah.
I won first place in a contest and they didn't match it.
Ah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just basic things. Like just skate and film and stuff like that. Wear the clothing
And did you fulfill that stuff? How long did you ride? How long did you ride for them?
Well, before this video came out, I'd only been riding for them for maybe a year. So
This is your part in "Give Me My Money, Chico."
yeah.
Some bangers in this video. Look at a little baby face.
Dude.
Look at a little baby
Dude,
face.
No beard. Baby Langi.
Dude, that's a good little part.
Yep.
Dude, that's sick right there. Yeah, I mean, you do land everything like pretty fucking solid. Look at that. No
Thanks.
tic tacs.
This is the first day
No.
I met the dudes from Vans. This is the first day that
Jeez.
I was with Yajay Popson and
That's
I forgot who
dope.
else was
Dude,
there.
front feeble Safeway though.
That's Sac.
Yeah.
This is my high school. Woodside High School. Shout out to where I
Yeah, look
didn't
at that, dude.
graduate
You
from.
just got a buttery style.
Thanks, man.
And then kickflip blunt fakie burnside.
That
right?
was 7 o'clock in the morning. The last trick of our LRG trip.
Shit, it's so sick.
before we flew out.
This is sick, dude. Feeble manual on a fucking handrail and shit.
Jamie Thomas was there that day.
Banger. Yeah, this is a really. I mean, this part even today still holds up.
Dude, I don't think so. I mean, like,
You don't think so? Come on,
no,
bro.
dude.
Come on. Look at this shit. Overcooked
DMV.
pop to the fucking street on DMV. That trick is dope.
Mikey Taylor was there that day.
I bet he didn't do that trick.
That's my high school. No, dude. It was so. That's my high school. That gap has only been ollied and kickflipped still to this day.
Yeah, but Cameron said that looked like a regular size gap.
That gap is
Because you're so big.
dude. I know. Well, no, dude, so if you actually go to that spot, it's a lot bigger. So the only person that ever ollied it or anything else that's been done down it was by the homie Tobin Valverde, who's pro for Northern Co. I don't know if you heard of that company, but it's a Bay Area company. He ollied it back in the day, and I went there, and I had never ollied it. The run up is like that crisscross brick run up stuff. So like
Terrible.
As soon as you hit it, you slow down immediately.
Yeah.
It's about the length of a 20 stair, but the height of like a 10 stair. So you got to haul ass at it. I broke 3 boards that day, skating, and then those pants were brand new. I ended up putting holes all in the back of them because I was like bailing so much because
it looks pretty hefty. But look at how big you are. It looks like nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like an 8 stair.
Yeah. I wish I was smaller.
No, because if you were smaller, you're like, man, I wish I was bigger.
Yeah.
I wish I was taller. It'd be cool if I was taller. Like, I wish I was taller because then I could like dunk easily. That'd be cool.
Dude, I can barely dunk. I'm 6'4".
Well, have you ever worked on your vertical?
No.
Yeah.
Never.
I've got a well, I'm old now, but like when I was in my athletic days, I had a really good vertical where I could dunk a basketball at 6 foot. My problem was my hands weren't big enough to really palm the ball. So I couldn't dunk on a regular basis because every time I'd get up there, it would slip out of my hand.
Yeah.
But I could get up there, no problem.
Yeah.
And then my brother, being 6'8", the only way he could dunk was off both feet, because he was a volleyball player. So he had to go both feet and then jump,
just lightly put
both
it in
feet and dunk. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, we were just commenting that like the gap's probably really big.
Yeah,
but the way that you skated it was just like, oh, you just like hopped down it real quick. No big deal.
The funny thing about that day was I'd brought so this is in my hometown. It's right down the street from where I live, and I, Jeff Langi came out from here, drove out to shoot this. I forgot who filmed it, but Jeff Langi shot the photo, and I brought one board, broke that board, drove back to my house, got another board, came back.
Rookie move, dude.
Just skated it, broke that board, drove back to my house again. Drove back to my house again, came back, skated it, cracked it, and then landed it a few tries later.
When you left to go back to your house, like the photographer at Filmers just stayed there, and you were like, "Hey, I'll be right back."
Yeah, I'll just be right back. Dude.
And then the second time, he's like, "For real?"
Yeah, dude.
Were there other people skating that, or is it just they were just set up for you?
It was just me. Yeah,
they're just kicking it. Like,
just kicking it.
All right, I'll just wait for him to get back again.
Yeah, dude. It's no wonder, dude, that I got kicked off with shit, dude. Dude, you think about it, wow, dude, I was an asshole. Dude. No, I get it now.
Which is all the more reason that your comeback story would be amazing.
Yeah. I would hope that, like, I mean, I don't know, dude. I love skateboarding so much that, like, if that does happen, or when that does happen, I'm gonna be thankful for everything, and I'll come back even smarter than I was before.
Well, you already are. You're doing it right now.
I felt like I was already on that path before my accident, and I mean, there's a reason why everything happens, and I feel like it's.
Well, keep it up, dude. Keep up on that path. Just the accident was just a quick break.
Yeah,
literally.
Dude, 5 months. I mean, I'm pushing it, and I'm skating now. But
are you skating now?
A little bit,
just
just
pushing around.
I don't want to fuck it up even more than I don't want to ruin it, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, because you can still walk right now. So
yeah. I'm limping around, but
I have another buddy who's recovering from a broken femur.
Dude, it's
as
so
well.
gnarly.
He didn't hit the car. The car hit him.
He got hit, like a legit accident.
Yeah. Yeah, that story's crazy. Dude saw there was some people breaking into his van, or they were going on a skate trip. He's a filmer, and they were at a skate park, and the van was parked across the street, and they were filming in the park, and they see somebody breaking into the van, so they all start running out there, and he basically ran between two parked cars to cross the street. As soon as he ran out, boom!
No, dude, just got
camera in hand. His hell expensive camera in hand. Flew like 20 feet.
No, dude.
Smashed his camera on the ground. Fucking broke his femur. And the dude's got away with one of his Pelican cases. So his other camera got stolen.
Talk about a bad day, dude.
Bad. And they were literally on their way out of town to go on a skate trip, and they just stopped by this park real quick to skate before they left.
Quick lick, dude.
Yeah. And
wow,
fucking,
dude, shady people.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking Oakland for you.
Dude, Oaktown.
That's
the town, dude.
That's what they call it, the town, bro. Like, you better watch your shit.
Don't get caught up in it, because you'll get caught up.
But yeah, that was he did his probably about the same time. Probably about the same time as yours.
Yeah,
6 months ago when he broke his femur.
I did. Mine was October 5th.
And he's skating again. He's a little pool shredder.
Yeah,
still fucking.
Yeah, I mean, like I've talked to a lot of people that like broken their femurs, like friends of mine, and like yeah, dude, I've been started skating this month, or it's gonna feel this good at this month and stuff like that, and like I like to believe that like I'm on that same path, but like my injury was so much different than theirs.
Yeah, your shit
like
came out. Oh.
Yeah, my shit came out. So not only did like I break my femur, but I disrupted all the muscles.
Yeah, nerves and ligaments and all that.
Yeah,
all
that
that
around
shit.
my legs. So like, as like I would think that like I could recover as fast as they did, and I want to believe that. It's just like the more as more time goes on, like I realize like I just really can't rush it, like I gotta
definitely.
I gotta baby it because
that's
the
a major
it's go back to the bone.
That's a major stability portion of your body.
Yeah.
So how did do you have like a rod or anything in there?
I have 2 screws at right above the knee, and then 2 screws at the hip, and then a full titanium rod. The surgeons actually were like, dude, we almost didn't have a rod big enough to fit your femur because you're so tall.
Because you're a giant.
Yeah.
We actually soldered 2 rods together for you.
They said that like we grabbed the biggest rod that we can, and it just barely fit.
Oh, Jesus.
My height,
Jeez.
Yeah. It's a big ass dude, 6'4", dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's fucking gnarly. Well, dude, I mean, I know you're limping around a little bit right now, but it was just like 5 months ago. So you're only 27. Just keep saying that in your head. Remember that.
Of course.
You're only 27. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're only 27.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Exactly, dude. Stop eating Taco Bell.
Dude. All right.
Stop eating Taco Bell.
I'll
Just
try, dude.
Just try.
It's so good. It's so good.
Okay, so it's good because you've told your body it's good.
Yeah.
I know it's redundant and people say it all the time and it's like whatever, and especially to someone who's like shoving their face with Taco Bell and they hear this like yeah whatever. But if you start eating healthy things, your body will start craving healthy things.
Yeah.
I used to drink a shitload of soda, like a shitload.
Yeah.
Once I stopped drinking soda and started drinking just water, I find myself when I stop at the store to like get something to drink.
Yeah.
I don't even literally don't even look at the soda anymore. I just go straight to the water section and what kind of water do I want? And then like, did I want water? Like, I'll just get water.
Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, like I definitely know that like my eating habits are so bad, dude, and she knows it too. You got headphones on? You listening?
Yeah, she's listening.
Can you hear
me? We can all hear you. Mike's are on,
dude. Dude. I want to eat healthy so bad, but
you need to make him eat healthy.
It's so
because I know that skaters have lived with this stigma for so long that we're like not athletes. Like, nah, dude, fuck that. Like, we're skaters. We're fucking punk rock. Fucking skate or die, bro. Like, athletes. Like, I ain't no fucking athlete, dude. We're athletes.
Yeah.
the things that we do we just have an artistic athletic endeavor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas we don't play a game.
Yeah, I mean, our views are definitely different compared to other people and what an athlete is, like to the average person out there.
Not these days though, because look at how many alternative sports we have now. You know what I mean? Like rock climbing. Like look at rock. I know we're not a sport.
Yeah.
We're not a sport. Neither is rock climbing.
Yeah.
But those guys are athletes.
Yeah.
Those dudes are fucking athletes.
Dude, yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you want to get real technical, yeah, we're all athletes and
so that's what I mean. If we actually adopt that mentality, as much as I hate to say that skateboarding is not a sport, but if we as a culture adopt the mentality that we are athletes, we're not playing a sport, but we are athletes.
Yeah.
We might treat ourselves a little bit more as an athlete. Like when I was an athlete, when I was playing soccer, I ate super clean, very healthy. I treated my body as if it needed to perform the next day. I ate that way. Like tomorrow, my body needs to perform at peak physical performance, so I am going to have chicken and broccoli tonight for dinner.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't like this, but tomorrow I'm going to fucking have the gas in my tank to get to that ball.
Yeah, of course.
That's how I treated it. So if as skaters, if we're like, dude, I want to learn a new trick tomorrow, so I'm going to eat this way so that I have the gas in the tank to make sure I have 150 tries, not 30 tries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, if we adopt that mentality.
I totally get it because, like, like as I get older and I realize, like, how the body works, when you eat shitty, you feel shitty. Yeah. All the time. And I can, even though I know that, I still continue to eat shitty.
Yeah. Well, I'm just one of those. I'm just one of those small voices that is getting put in your head. You can be another small voice. Just little hints, so that way the next time you walk into the liquor store, you go, instead of going for the Pepsi, you go, maybe I'll try a vitamin water, and then from a vitamin water, you go to regular water.
Pineapple Fanta, baby.
Might as well just. You want
some pineapple Fanta?
You want some soda with your sugar, bro?
Yeah, dude. Please, let me get some. Please, dude.
So I just try to put the message out there, and hope that someday people and yourself will say, you know what, I'm gonna I'll choose water instead of soda. I'll choose green instead of bread.
Yeah.
Just because you're limiting your potential.
Of course.
And I'm. Just so you know, I'm talking to myself just as much as I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Because I tell myself every day it's a battle whether I want to have 5 pieces of toast or if I want to have just 2 eggs. You know what I mean? Like, do I? And especially because my mom makes the most fucking fantastic jam out of fresh fruits and shit, but it's loaded with sugar. And it's amazing. So I'll eat like 5-6 pieces of toast with that jam on it. Just like, fucking, it's so amazing. And then feel like shit the next day.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Really, from sugar? Just from sugar alone?
From the bread. From bread, sugar, everything. I'm slower. I notice a difference from when like last night I had we had grilled pork chops, carrots. I carrots on the grill. So grilled carrots, grilled pork chops, and rice. Yeah. Just plain white rice. That's it. That's what I had for dinner last night. And I woke up this morning ready to go. Ready to go, dude.
Dude, see, that's what I want to feel like in the morning, dude. I want to feel ready to go, dude.
Yeah. My wife, she laughs because she says, like, literally, as soon as the lights turn on, I'm 100 miles an hour. Like, literally, as soon as I wake up, as soon as my feet hit that ground, time to work.
It's just go.
It's time to work. Well, I work from home. I go out and work, but this is my office. Yeah. So when I wake up at work, I'm at work.
Yeah.
24/7.
Dude.
Yeah. It's hard for me to turn it off. But I have to like literally shut the lights off, turn everything off in here, and go and like leave, like physically. Like otherwise, I'll just stay out here all day, just work, just do shit all day.
Yeah.
But I like I said, I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to the public and the masses. That if we treat ourselves a little bit more like like athletes, we might last a little bit longer.
Yeah. I totally agree with you because, like, if you think like. Skateboarding is evolving no matter what core skaters there are. I mean, there's always going to be core skaters out there. I mean, I would like to think of myself as one of them that want to keep that nitty gritty to it and the shitty lifestyle to it, the drinking beer and
that's fun.
The skating while you're drinking and the eating the best burritos on 24th Street in SF.
Dude,
like I like to think of myself as one of those dudes, but But if you think about it, if you really want to be something or like in industry like how it is today, you need to be healthy and take care of yourself.
You got to look to those that are in the industry later in life. Guys like Reynolds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at that dude. He's sober.
Fucking yoga, dude.
He's sober.
Don't drink and do some yoga. You'll be able to do frontside flip fucking 18s when you're 38.
Look how great that dude was when he was partying and doing drugs and shit.
But if he kept that up, he would not be with us anymore.
Where he was, where he is today.
Exactly.
Look at him now. He's still
and he recognized,
top dog.
But he recognized that if I want to continue to be at this level, something needs to change.
Same with Spanky, dude. Look at Spanky.
All the dudes that are in
Spanky went from pro to flow to back to pro.
There you go, dude. Come on, man.
Dude. Hopefully one day.
Well, I hope I left some resonance in your brain on getting a little healthier.
You did. I hope I did okay on this podcast.
Oh, dude, you did great. I had so much fun. Did you have fun? Yeah.
I feel like I didn't talk enough much shit.
Yeah, always.
What? Oh no! See, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. This is a circle of trust in here.
Oh yeah, dude, man, dude, this is tight. I like doing podcasts, dude.
Yeah, well, as you get further back into the industry, you'll be invited to do more. Come on, see that this is next stop 9 Club.
Dude, 9 Club, dude. I don't know if they'll accept me there, dude.
I don't know, man. You got a story. You probably
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So we're gonna wrap this up. It's been awesome, dude. Again, thank you for taking the time to come and chat with us.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is the first time I met you, but thank you for having me. Dude.
Yeah, definitely. We have to thank Zach for the hookup for sure. Tell people how to find you. How can people watch what you're doing now?
You can find me on my Instagram at Andrew Langi, just my name. It's not complicated.
Langi.
Yep.
Andrew Langi.
Yep. Andrew Langi. Yeah, that's where you can find me, and I'll be out there at the parks and in the streets.
For sure.
So when you see me, say what up.
Yeah, say what up. All right, we've been About That Ender. If you want to find all the rest of our episodes, Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, all that, Instagram, all those platforms. I've been your host, Keith, Mr. Audio Wizard Cameron, and we're out.